who's a former world champion himself, completely dominated Dos Anjos in that fight.
Well, it's always exciting when a guy gets his first crack at a UFC title, and that is the fate and the reality for Kamaru Usman and Anthony Smith coming up later tonight. Part of a championship doubleheader live on pay-per-view. Well, a few moments ago, Hannah Cyphers produced the biggest win of her professional life. She is now standing by backstage live with Megan Oldie.
Hey, thank you so much, John. Hannah, I know that you love fighting, but you don't necessarily love these interviews, so we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. You've got to be thrilled. This was your first UFC victory. How are you feeling right now?
I'm pretty excited. I feel pretty good. We're happy finally getting first win in the UFC.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, heading into this fight, you mentioned that you switched up a lot of things in your camp. You did a big focus on your strength and conditioning. Did you feel the impact of that inside the octagon?
I had plenty of energy going into the first. I felt really happy with the amount of work I put in.
Were you able to display any of these new tricks that you talked about that you had been working on in the gym?
I've been working a lot on my footwork and making some counting and timing. I forgot to use that last night.
I mean, it was an absolutely beautiful performance. How would you assess it yourself? Because when you came backstage, you weren't overjoyed or jumping up and down or anything. So what do you think of how you did inside that octagon?
I'm pretty happy to get my first win, but I don't know if I was super critical on myself, so I still have a lot to improve on.
Like what? What would you improve on if you could off the top of your head?
I'm gonna pick one, pick the thing off the top of my head with this. I always think I need to improve on everything. It's not, I'm never like happy with myself, but
well, that is the sign of a high-level fighter, certainly never just satisfied with a performance. What did you think of what Polyana brought to you inside that octagon?
I thought she was really good. Really tough opponent. She right there.
Well, it was an amazing performance. It was so great to see you get your hand raised inside that octagon. We are so looking forward to seeing you back in there. Congratulations. Go celebrate. You're in Las Vegas. Go have some fun. Thanks, all right. I'm going to let her get away from this interview. John, back to you guys.
Thank you. Hannah, I think she'd rather fight again tonight than win another. Jon Jones, his future is in the UFC Hall of Fame. On paper, he's the most decorated light heavyweight of all time, but it seems his fire has never burned bright.
All right, guys, I am here. Hello, Fights with Friends. I got a different setup today, so that's what the issue was there. I had to come up with some new stuff. So I have my computer to my left of me. I have another monitor over here now. And I think this is going to be a better setup because I can't accidentally show the fights, and I can't accidentally play the sound through. And that was an issue. So now for things like trivia, for anything, I can play any sound, I can play videos, I can do everything that I need to do without having to worry about turning a sound off in one spot, turning it back on in another, which was just a big pain in the ass. So I have an interesting trivia question coming up here in a second, but first let's address you all in here. What is going on, Scott F? Thank you for the generous donation, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Did anyone fight yet or no? There was some nobodies fighting. I thought there was somebody fighting on Fight Pass, but I have it on Fight Pass right now, and there's nobody fighting. So the ESPN prelims start here in about 40 minutes. But I thought this gives us some time to talk some fight. thoughts and what is going on out here in the world. And I realized now that I set this up that I'm going to end up moving one monitor to the other side because I'm going to be kind of looking at the side for now, but that's fine. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Colby Covington attacking. Well, not attacking, but confronting Dana White. Did anyone... there was 2 women fights. Woodley would get killed. Jessica Spratt, what's up, Jessica? Says Woodley would get killed. I see a lot of people actually picking Kamaru Usman. And I think that is certainly a possibility tonight. I sure as hell am not betting on Usman. I think Tyron Woodley is, outside of Jon Jones, is probably the most dominant champion in the UFC right now, and I just don't see it. This is our next fight coming up in 7.5 minutes. That is what I'm seeing here on Fight Pass. But let's go over here to the comments. What's up, Geeky Sparman Gaming? I'm doing good, sir. We want Tubely. Or we want Colby. I'm sorry. Mikey, what's up, man? What you been up to? I've been up to getting all this stuff ready, man. Busy week, but everything's going good. How are you, man? I went out, got myself a badass 27-inch monitor off of OfferUp. If you guys don't do OfferUp, you're silly. I'm sorry. You're silly. You're a silly person. No, not really. But you got to do it. You got to do it. Craigslist is like Craigslist now. So, but I got a brand new, like never used 27-inch Samsung monitor, hooked a Roku up to it for 30 bucks. I always try to talk people down. I wasn't even going to try and talk anybody down on this. Edmond Shahbazyan versus Charles Byrd. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. What's up, Paul Kolb? Thank you so much, sir, for the generous donation. I appreciate it, sir. Double upset, Usman, Smith, and the new. Put money on Smith. Wow, man. I mean, you got some good odds on that one, Zoltan. For putting money on Smith, you definitely got some good odds. What'd you get, about 3 to 1? Probably close to 2.5 to 3 to 1. I got a huge monitor called my TV. I highly doubt Smith wins. I have a computer downstairs. I literally cannot fit a bigger freaking monitor on my desk here. Actually, where the old monitor went underneath, this actually doesn't even fit underneath. And it's literally like an arm's length away from my face, so I'm probably damaging my eyes as we speak. No. But it is beautiful. I do have a computer hooked up downstairs where I used to stream from. But this is great right here. What's up, DJ Jukebox? It's definitely a great card, man. I love to put money on some... man, you know, if I was going to put some money out there, and I did a lot of thinking about this, and I was kind of counting him out, and I think that's Robbie Lawler's about a 3 to 1. That's interesting, man. Paul Colby, $5 donation. Thank you so much. You're awesome, man. I appreciate you guys so damn much. Scott and Paul Colby with the donations. That definitely helps out with that pay-per-view this time of year. And, man, really appreciate you guys. Let's throw a trivia question out here, though. Like I've said, for 1,000 points, which is pretty much what I'm doing anymore because, as you know, I can't... otherwise, I forget to say what the points are. But for 1,000 points, and this is relating to what Colby Covington did. So for those of you that don't know, Colby Covington confronted Dana White in a casino. Went up to him while he was at the blackjack table at the casino and started yelling at him. And I mean, Dana White, rightfully so, I think, got pretty pissed. The reason I would be pissed is because you're not supposed to be there while somebody's playing cards. And he was filming him, which is actually fucking illegal, as Dana White would say. But that, you know, he should not have been there. But my trivia question is, he was not the first to do this. There was a fighter that was following another champion. This was in boxing, with a megaphone to his house. And when he followed him to the casino, this fighter actually broke, and the fighter took out a pistol and started shooting at him in the casino. Took 3 shots. Who was the fighter that shot at another fighter that was talking smack in a casino? Actually shot at him. Bo, it was, I'm looking for the guy that shot. It was Ali that was talking the shit, and you are right, Scott, it was Sonny Liston. And man, I think that's kind of what Colby was going for. I guess he had a megaphone. I guess he was following Kamaru Usman somewhere with the megaphone. And then he went to the casino and confronted Dana, which I'm okay with him talking to Dana about this, because I do believe he got screwed. The only thing I have an issue with is that he did it at the table, which you just can't do because people are playing. Other than that, I can't blame him. I kind of think he should probably take some advice from his ex-friend Tyron Woodley, though, and not start beef with the boss. So Scott F on the board with $1,000, though. And maybe I wasn't clear. Mario had he had the right fighter that was talking the smack, but Sonny Liston was the one to pull it. Can you guys imagine that? Can you imagine being in a casino and you're just playing cards, and all of a sudden you start hearing gunshots? I mean, absolutely nuts. And I thought I had found footage of it, and I was going to post it. And then I started thinking, because I watched a movie years back, I believe it was like 74. There was a Muhammad Ali movie called The Greatest, and Muhammad Ali actually played himself. And I believe the footage I found online was actually from that movie, which would probably get me in trouble. Who fights first? What's up? Yeah, years back, huh? Before I was born, man. That was back in the day, 1974. I believe the movie's around 74. I kind of have some kind of autistic trait for stupid facts and numbers. I can't remember people's names, but I'll remember people's records and weights and years to just strange, worthless things. The only time it might come in advantage is in times like this, though. Charles Byrd coming up next, though. He's taking on Edmond. Edmond Shahbazyan. And Shahbazyan. She just pronounced it for me. And I'm going to get that up on the screen here. We can actually, it's kind of cool, I can actually do the display capture now. I'm excited about this. We'll see how much I use it tonight. But yeah, the reason I was late, Naseem Rahman, you mean Hasim Rahman? Oh, Liston shot into his own jacket to prove there were no live rounds. Yeah, you're right, there was blanks. Robbie gets beat first round, says Jessica Spratt. That is a bold statement. That is an extremely bold statement. No more White House visits for Colby, says Mario. Tyron already did. Tyron already took shots. Has anyone ever tried Zap's New Orleans kettle-style voodoo chips? They're delicious. I've seen them for sale, never tried them. Charles Byrd, 7 first-round finishes, finished 8 of 10 wins, 3 by knockout, 5 submission. He was awarded the UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series Season 1, Episode 6. So if you've heard his name for just a little while, that's why. He was from that first season of Dana White's Contender Series. And man, I can't talk bad about The Ultimate Fighter because it's brought us so many people. But man, is Dana White's Contender Series bringing in fighters quickly. I mean, they are on fire. And that's as much smack as I talk sometimes about Dana White. And I really do try to be fair. He is one of the best talent scouts in the world. I think he's probably literally the best talent scout in the world for MMA. He finds these guys on the UFC looking for a fight. He was incredible. He's incredible at making connections with these smaller organizations. Edmond, Shahbazyan, last 6 fights, wins over Darren Stewart, Antonio Jones, Daniel McWilliams, Aaron Hamilton, Anthony Thomas, and Dejan Daniels. 5 out of those 6 by TKO. And I don't know if you guys seen, but this is kind of a good card tonight. And one of the crazy things about tonight is 17 of the fighters, it's like 65% of the card, are ranked. Edmond Shahbazyan is an undefeated Shotokan karate black belt. He's finished 7 of his 8 wins, all by knockout. He was awarded a UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series Season 2, Episode 5. And, man, like I said, I think it's a damn cool series. I think it's going very well. I can't wait till it starts again. Can't get it. Colby is the man. Can't get enough. Robbie is going to get killed, says Jessica. I'm actually, I was really leaning towards Lawler until I gave it some more thought this week. I'll talk about that in a minute. Edmond Shahbazyan, 21 years old, 6'2", 185 pounds. Charles Byrd, 14 years older at 35 years old, 5'10". But there is just a 1-inch reach difference. Edmond with a 1-inch reach advantage. Charles Byrd, 10-5. He is a plus 130 underdog out of Dallas, Texas. 185 pounders here, middleweights. Possible future middleweight contenders here. And I'll tell you what, guys. There are so many fights that are so hard to call in this one, too. Edmond Shahbazyan, minus 150 favorite out of Glendale, California. He is 8-0, 6'2". That's a tall middleweight. And I expect this to be a pretty good fight. Looks like going to be the last card, I believe, on the Fight Pass prelims. Then those of you that have ESPN, it'll be time to switch over to ESPN. Oh, and the reason for my technical difficulties earlier is it wasn't letting me order the UFC pay-per-view, which has to be ordered before I start my stream, or it can kick my stream off. It screwed up all my algorithms before. So that's the reason. Nice low kick there from Byrd and a 1-2 from Shahbazyan. And these guys, not a real big falling out. Oh, man. Nice 1-2 and a right uppercut there from Shahbazyan. And Byrd shoots, and he gets the takedown. But Shahbazyan pops right back up, and he has landed some incredible elbows. Big rights, left, and it's all over! Edmond Shahbazyan knocks out Byrd in the first round. What an incredible transition. That is something you don't see enough of. Byrd goes in for the takedown. Shahbazyan's in a position where he just punishes him. I mean, he just laid the elbows on as he tried to get the takedown. And he got the takedown. Well, he went down anyways. Let's watch the replay. Shoots underneath here. Edmond blocks, gets back up, and then boom, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 elbows on the sides of the temple, and then a big right hand, several big hooks as Byrd is going down. What a beautiful, beautiful display of power and skill from Edmond Shahbazyan. First round knockout. That was incredible. If you guys are watching this on ESPN prelims, I think this was probably the last fight on ESPN prelims. They might re-show one from earlier now, since that was so fast. My God, man, that was Dutch guy in the house. I didn't know how early you're gonna be able to get in here, Dutch guy. But I had some technical difficulties, as has happened in the past, Dutch guy. I was actually late starting the stream. Glad you're in here, but I got a new monitor, and 38 seconds of the first round. TKO Edmond Shahbazyan. Moves to 9-0, finished 8 of the 9 wins, all by knockout. Absolutely incredible. Watching for the oldest town in Texas. Better chance. Oh, that's great. I got Lawler for this one, but coin flip. That's what I was going to talk about. Was I was leaning heavily towards Ben Askren, and I'm not changing my bet. But the fact that Lawler is such an underdog. I mean, he's almost a 3-1 underdog. And Edmond Shahbazyan just asked Joe Rogan to get on the podcast. Everybody wants to be on that podcast. And he just got a knockout in 1 minute and 8 seconds. That's not going to hurt his cause. For sure. And he shouts out, shout out to Mickey Gall, who will be fighting later. Mickey Gall will be fighting the only Ultimate Fighter left from the very first season, Diego Sanchez. And I was thinking about this earlier, and I believe he's the only one that's left from the first 3 seasons. But Edmond Shahbazyan, what an incredible knockout. I almost didn't watch the Fight Pass prelims, man, and man, I'm glad I did. Because, man, those are some beautiful elbows. The right hook on the temple as Byrd's going down, and there was no question. No question. I did, Billy, I answered you today. Sorry I was a little bit late on it, on the fantasy thing. So Dutch guy's doing his prize thing today. So I talked to him, and I said I won't do it yet because we want to do the prize picks. Hopefully you guys got your picks on over at MMA Newsroom. The Dutch guy, do you have a link to your picks if nobody's picked them yet? If not, I can pop it up.
Thank you so much, John. Ben, you're about to make your...
And Ben Askren, they are interviewing Ben Askren right now. It looks like this was probably a little earlier. This is Megan O'Leary. But the reason I was so high on Lawler, I didn't give him much of a chance. And I'm not saying I would have changed my pick, but I was really worried about that ACL injury. Well, it was 17 months ago. It was 17 months ago. It's actually been 18 months since Ben Askren has fought. His level of competition was not great in one championship. I mean, he finished guys. He did finish Shinya Aoki, but Shinya Aoki, I mean, didn't that guy fight at like 145 or something? I mean, he seems like Ben Askren is just way, way bigger. Maybe Aoki did fight more. Maybe he did fight at a higher weight, but I could have swore he fought like way, way lower than that. Robbie looked juiced up, says Casey Taylor. But yeah, Billy Hughes, I will be signing up for that, the MMA Playground. And guys, I'll have a video up next week. We're going to try to do some fantasy MMA on MMA Playground. You guys can do it or choose not to do it, but I'm going to talk about it in the chat regardless. And we're going to post where people are, who gets the picks right and stuff. So I think if you don't do it, you might feel a little left out, and it's free. So what's up, Seven in the house? What's up, Pulse Reloaded in the house? Aoki usually is a 155-pound fighter. Yeah, I thought he was quite a bit smaller. And Askren, honestly, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's not the smallest welterweight. I'm pretty sure he could fight at 185. I remember what he fought at Bellator. I think he was 170 in Bellator. I'm not 100% sure. What's up, Benny B? Great card tonight. Thinking Stevens will get a KO win tonight. Man, there are so many fights. And Dutch guy was teasing me because you could tell in the stream or in his chat. I actually edited it. But you can see how hard of a time I was having picking the winner between Jeremy Stephens and Zabit Magomedsharipov, because I actually picked them both in the chat. I had Jeremy Stephens by first-round knockout, and then I had Zabit Magomedsharipov by decision. I don't get two picks. I ended up going with Zabit by unanimous decision, but I'm very nervous about that pick. I would not put money on that fight for sure. 14 to 1. Did I say 14 to 1? No, I don't think anybody's 14 to 1. Captain Caveman. I love that arcade. Oh, Dude Smith is no, he's not a 14 to 1. It's like a 3 to 1 PR. I'm pretty much positive. But while we're in between fights here, I can actually bring it up now. Without having to worry about the fights and all this stuff. That's what this whole new setup allows me to do. I am very happy about that. This is the first time, but it's just going to get better and better, though. We're just going to get more and more stuff going on with this. So let's check out those odds. I don't know. Whoa! Whoa! Those odds moved a lot. Oh, wait. You know what? I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. Jon Jones opened at a minus 1,100. I did not realize the odds were that crazy. They moved. Now you can go on Bovada and get a minus 850, minus 900. And there I see it. Bet now, minus 1375. Jesus. Hopefully you guys can see these. Anthony Smith plus 620. But if you're on Bet now, and I think you guys can probably still get bets in. I don't know what the break off is. I don't usually bet on fights, but if you guys really are thinking it's Anthony Smith, you can get 9 to 1 on Bet now. That is absolutely nuts. 9 to 1. Tyron Woodley, he opened up at a minus 560. Odds at different sites are all over the place. Well, from minus 154, which is where they are, minus 150, excuse me, minus 146 there. And then a minus 175 with Bovado. So that's interesting. Fairly even on that one. but you can get plus 225 on Robbie Lawler. If I was going to bet on anything on this, I'm not saying I'm picking Lawler, but if I was going to bet on anything on this, if I could get 2.5-1 to odd, plus 225 odds, I would take it. Tecia Torres versus Weili Zhang. I mean, that's almost a pick 'em. I think Zhang, I believe she could be a future champion. I think she's a very good fighter. I don't think she beats Tecia Torres tonight. I think Ticia's being a little disrespected here, to be honest. You see bigger odds here. Jeremy Stephens opened up at plus 170. Those odds have actually gotten wider as you've went on. As you see, Zabit Magomedsharipov as high as a minus 275. Jeremy Stephens as high as a plus 225. That's not a bad one either if you're going to go for it. Jon, and this is a bit absurd, and this is what happens when there's a lot of hype on a fight. You have Johnny Walker at minus 195, almost 2-to-1 odds, and it kind of seems a little early, honestly, for Johnny Walker to be stepping up in competition this quickly. I will give him credit. He's seen that OSP stepped out. His management team came to him and said that. He jumped in immediately. So big props to him. But this is a huge step up very quickly. He's had 2 fights in the UFC. One on the Contender Series, and then the 2 fights on the UFC. And we haven't really seen enough from him, I don't think, to get a real good gauge, except for the fact that he can end fights very, very quickly. Mickey Gall and Diego Sanchez opened up at minus 263 for Gall. That has stayed pretty similar. Everybody's right around the opening lines on this. Diego Sanchez hovering around a plus 190 to a plus 210. I'm okay with that as he gets older. I definitely think he could pull that out. The one we just watched, Edmen versus Byrd. Edmond was a 2-to-1 odds, and he ended up winning it. So there's the odds there. And we will transition back over here, and I will go to your guys' comments here. I'll see what everybody thinks. I'm going to start betting on fights, though. I'm gonna tell you 9-to-1. I can't believe that. I've never seen that either. I've never seen it. This is almost like a Buster Douglas kind of moment. Is Wyatt Matheson in the house? Wyatt Matheson of the channel Wyatt Matheson. He's done a co-prediction video with me. He said Anthony Smith had absolutely no chance. I really liked his picks, and I liked how animated he was. Was very good. If you're not subscribed to Wyatt Matheson, he's also another good one. Of course, you're going to have to be subscribed to Dutch Guy tonight, because if you haven't seen it yet, the main card will be over on MMA Newsroom. What's up, Arlatrell? How you doing, man? Big card. Big card, man. This is... I know I've said it several times recently, but this is one of the better cards in a very, very long time. Peter says, I'd lose anyways. I can't make my picks on MMA. Having a hard time. Man, so here we go. Standing Tyron Woodley 80% of the time. Kamaru just 58% of the time. Kamaru spends 41% of his time on the top. Woodley just 15%. Woodley just 4% of his time on the bottom. Kamaru Usman never been on the bottom. I think people are actually starting to give Kamaru Usman a little bit too much credit. I think he is a good fighter. I think Tyron Woodley is one of the best ever, though. I mean, maybe any weight. I am very high on him. Prelims coming up on ESPN Plus. Diego Sanchez versus Mickey Gall. Cody Stamann versus Alejandro Perez. Misha Cirkunov versus Johnny Walker. And Jeremy Stephens versus Zabit Magomedsharipov. That will cap off the ESPN prelims. They are on ESPN Plus. Starting here soon, and guys, am I excited about that. Jeremy Stephens, 28-15, 19 wins by knockout. That is a dangerous man, and he can beat you in a lot of ways. Yeah, it's an incredible card, man. Ruthless by murder. Oh, for sure, this is the best card in a long time, man. Shots will be fired tonight. Absolutely, man. And hopefully not literally. Hopefully we don't have a Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali kind of thing. Hopefully Colby's not that upset. Zabit Magomedsharipov entering the arena 16-1, 12-fight win streak. Ranked number 13 in the world. Like I said, it's like 68% of the fighters tonight, something like that, are ranked. 17 fighters ranked in the top 15. And the fighters that aren't, 2 of them are Diego Sanchez and Mickey Gall, which are pretty damn good fighters. And then a couple other of them, there were Byrd and Edmen, and Edmond may be ranked after that. That was vicious. Vicious elbows and hooks. Absolutely incredible. Stacked to the bone. Hey, this card's gonna be worth every picogram. Number 14, Misha Cirkunov versus number 15, Johnny Walker. Like I said at the beginning of the year, you guys pushed me. I hadn't thought about it a lot, and you asked me who is my dark horse. Beginning of the year, that was before his last fight. I said it was Johnny Walker. I'm sticking with that, but man, he's got an incredibly tough night tonight, and I don't know that I would take him against Misha Cirkunov. I think that he could be the future. I think he could be very good. I think this is very, very quickly for him to be stepping up against Misha Cirkunov. I would be very, very worried if I was Johnny Walker's management. I seen him, I think it was on MMA Junkie. I listened to Luke Thomas a lot this week too, but I think it was MMA Junkie. And Johnny Walker came off as a super nice guy. Actually, I really liked the interviews with him. And he talked about how he doesn't really get into the hype of the mind game. He said he doesn't get mad at his opponent. He's not angry. He doesn't mean mug people. And to me, that's kind of scarier in a way. Khabib jump in the octagon, round 2, and choke out Jones. Oh my God, Casey. And I will be calling it the whole time if that happens. Bunch of nice guys fighting today. Nice guys, but great fights, and they have great stories. And I hope Dana looks at this and says, hey, not everybody has to be an asshole. Not everybody has to come out like Colby Covington screaming at everybody. Nothing against Colby Covington. I'm not saying I don't like that sometimes. But sometimes, you know my favorite fighter, a lot of you guys, Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier's right up there. 2 nice guys. And Anthony Smith, super nice guy. Jon Jones, say what you will about him. He has been very charismatic in front of the camera lately. Said the right things. I don't know if I'm going to call him a nice guy, but Jones fans are the type to witness Jones run over a group of children that just got off the school bus and blame it on the bus driver for not being worked out for where he parked. Oh my God, PR, that is fucking incredible. I got Jones by decision. USADA. Comment of the night. Yep, Usman proves himself tonight and wins every round. Possibly finishing T. Wood. I couldn't disagree with you more, Arcade Chaos. Respectfully. And absolutely respectively, I'm not completely counting Kamaru Usman out, but I think Tyron Woodley's a better striker. I think he's a smarter fighter. I think he has more facets to his game. I think he hits harder. I think he's stronger. I think his takedowns are more explosive. The only thing I worry about is seeing him on his back. And I could see Kamaru Usman taking him down and holding him there round after round. That's the path to victory I see for Kamaru Usman, because I always try to find a path to victory for all these guys. Outside of some kind of catastrophe, Anthony Smith, I see it on a one shot. I see it on a one big shot. Arcade, you're on. Not yet. Is Cowboy McNuggets off? I don't know, man. It's hard to say. They keep on saying, Jesus. I mean, it's hard to say. When it comes to the UFC, you never know what Dana's going to do. And then you throw Conor in the mix. And I hate to say it, but it just kind of becomes an absolute shit show. To be honest. And prelims are supposed to be beginning in 1 minute. Apparently there is like 1 minute and a few seconds left on a college basketball game that's turning over. Dutch guy, if you have any trivia questions, go ahead and throw them out there. I kind of had a little bit of a train wreck as far as a few things today. My son, young David, was back in the hospital. I talked to Dutch guy the other day. We had some great conversations. What's up? Jason Rachel Gray. Another birthday. Another birthday in the house. This is the third birthday in not very long that has been celebrated here on Fights with Friends. Big Black Jerome. Just, I think last stream, somebody had a birthday, and now another birthday. So, happy birthday, Jason Gray, Jason and Rachel Gray. And, I got to give you this. This is Binky the Clown on the old Garfield. My daughter used to love Garfield, and this is my kid's on birthday. So I'm going to play that for the next 10 hours. This is 10 hours straight for your birthday. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go ahead and stop it now. But happy birthday, man, and thank you for... Thank you for spending it with Fights with Friends. That is awesome, man. I am humbled that you would spend your birthday with a loser like me. No, with the great members of Fights with Friends, for sure. Killer and Connor and Fall, Dana said. Not Cowboy. Yes, Cowboy Nuggets is off. I heard, what was it, yesterday? It was yesterday or the day before. Cowboy was on Instagram. Man, don't ever count anything off in the UFC right now. I'm pretty sure it was just yesterday that they were talking about this, that Donald Cerrone was talking about it on Twitter. It was on Twitter, Instagram. Connor and Fald. Yeah. I hope he fights soon. This is the big opportunity for Anthony Smith, and some guys step up when they are given a rare opportunity. Let's not completely diss Anthony Smith. I don't give him a whole lot of shot against Jon Jones. Maybe he wasn't quite ready for this shot yet, but there wasn't a whole lot of other guys. There was Thiago Santos, which he already had a fight lined up. He won absolutely violently. I think he gets the winner of this fight, and I love Thiago Santos, and I think there's a good chance that he wins that, to be honest. But Anthony Smith, he's beaten Rashad Evans, Shogun Hua, and then was it Volkan Ozdemir back to back. Pretty good, man. Casey Taylor says, DC the GOAT. What's up? All hail comedic genius in the house. And I didn't have it up earlier, but for my super chats earlier, like I said, thank you very much. The $9 in super chat so far. Paul Colby, Scott F. You guys are awesome. A round of applause. Everybody shout out to the super chats. Keeping fights with friends going. Billy Hughes is in the house. What is up, Billy? Sad that Dana said Cowboys' next fight will not be Conor. Oh, he did? Wow. I don't remember if it was Twitter or Instagram, but Cowboy was, at least he was pushing for the fight. He was definitely pushing for it. Benny B says, great card tonight. Definitely, man. Jeremy Stevens gets knocked out by flying knee, I think. Jeremy Stevens has fought some of the best guys in the history of the game. Yes, he got knocked out by Jose Aldo recently. But before that, I want to say he'd won like 6 or 7 in a row. Guy has not been submitted in 10 years. And that's the shot I would have given Magomed Sharipov was if he was going to finish him. I still have Magomedsharipov by decision. But Jeremy Stevens could definitely knock him out. I say hello to all my friends. Greetings from Amsterdam all. Hello to Amsterdam, Dutch guy. He's going to be on a lot tonight. We're going to be on his channel later. And he's got some prizes to give away. I just want that clock, man. Thinking Stevens will win. Big right hook. That's such a scary one. God, if I was betting on just about anything tonight, I swear I might have a heart attack. These fights are so crazy close. And the prelims, they're scheduled for 5, but they have not quite started yet. It looks like there's a basketball game that's went into overtime, unfortunately. Cleveland State versus Youngstown. I think that's what they're doing. There's 32 seconds left in overtime. Cleveland State's up 87-80 over Youngstown. So now Youngstown's in the bonus. They're going to keep fouling and keep getting the ball back. So it may be a minute on that. But God, I am so excited about March, guys. It's not even funny. This is going to be the best month, I believe, for Fights with Friends, for Dutch Guy, for the International Combat Connection, as we are calling ourselves now. We got myself in Seattle in the U.S. We got the Dutch Guy in Amsterdam. We have Wyatt Matheson over there in Canada. And we have Mind for Combat over there in England. We need one more creator, and we have the 5 families of the mafia. The MMA mafia, man. But it's International Combat Connection. And we will be having, if you didn't see our last show, it was kind of a test show on MMA Newsroom. But we'll be doing a show every Monday. At least Dutch Guy will be doing a show every Monday. I'll be joining him for a while. Can't guarantee I'll be there every Monday. Yeah, 14. That is just crazy, crazy odds, man. A ton of comments. Sorry, I'm going to have to skip through some of these. Dutch guy, did you shoot up the link for your picks for anybody that hasn't picked yet? Clemson versus North Carolina, we're waiting to end. They're not even showing that on my screen, man. They're showing a bunch of games. But yeah, I cannot wait for March Madness. Let's take a look at what we have for Fights with Friends coming up in March, though. You want to talk about March Madness. Absolute insanity. I'm going to bring up the display capture. First, we're going to go into some UFC events. Of course, this is an absolutely incredible event tonight. We've talked about that. There is no doubt as to the legitimacy on this one. Next week, Derek Lewis versus Junior Dos Santos. I love Derek Lewis, but I kind of feel like he's being sacrificed. I don't know why this thing was kind of freezing there for a second, so sorry about that. But yeah, let's bring up that. We got next week, Derek Lewis versus Junior Dos Santos. Zaleski Dos Santos versus Curtis Millender. That guy is a killer. Both these guys are great. Curtis Millender, I'm very impressed with. The return of Beneil Dariush. He takes on Drew Dober. Blagoy Ivanov, who's coming off of a spirited 5-round effort against Junior Dos Santos. Welcoming Ben Rothwell back in the UFC off his suspension. Beneil Dariush versus Brett Dover. Like I said, Tim Bosch also comes back. What is up? There are some guys on this card. And this is your ESPN. An ESPN Plus card. I believe I'm on the Canadian site, so it doesn't show me. Sometimes it shows like TSN or something like that, but I just can't stand the new UFC site. And then Till versus Masvidal. Jesus. The next week, March 16th, Darren Till, number 3 ranked against number 10, Jorge Masvidal. You got Leon Edwards, Gunnar Nelson's coming back. Dominic Reyes versus Volkan Ozdemir. I mean, props to those guys for taking that fight. Those guys are top contenders. They hit hard. That is a huge risk for both guys. Gokhan Saki, one of the greatest kickboxers of all time, comes back against Saparbeg Safarov. Of course, he got waxed by Khalil Roundtree in his debut. And then Khalil Roundtree got destroyed by Johnny Walker. And that's when I'm like, man, I'm pretty damn impressed with this kid, Johnny Walker. And I believe I thought it was Sarah McMahon. I know Sarah McMahon's coming back here soon. It's not that one. The next week, we have Wonder Boy versus Thompson. That is March 23rd. I mean, like I said, off the hook. Stephen Thompson versus Anthony Showtime Pettis. Curtis Blades versus Justin Willis. More fights still to be added to this one. But then that next Sunday, NCAA tournament Selection Sunday is the next day. And guys, I am taking a whole week off because I love March Madness. To cover March Madness. So if you don't like college basketball, it'd be a good time for you guys to check it out because these games are freaking amazing during March Madness. Ask Billy. And then Edson Barbosa versus Justin Gaethje. I've said that I think this is the fight that I've been the most excited for that's been announced probably out of everything coming in the last 3 months. That fight is absolutely fireworks, but it scares the hell out of me for both guys. Carolina Kolakowicz coming back against Michelle Watterson. We'll see if Carolina can come back after being absolutely decimated by Jessica Andrade, who was on just a killer mission. She just went to war. And I think she's going to beat Rose Namajunas here soon. Ross Pearson comes back against Desmond Green. I think that's a pretty good fight. David Branch comes back again against David Hermanson. And that is March. Besides, like I said, the NCAA bracket tournament. And we'll be doing some ESPN stuff as far as that's concerned. We'll definitely fill out brackets. I do it every year. I love it. I'm a big Gonzaga fan, but I'm just a big fan of the whole damn tournament. I know it's not MMA, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. Let's go back a little bit. What is up? A Haterade9 says, is Jones still the best even with all these allegations, and what's your picks? Is he the best? I spell GOAT. I now spell GOAT with an asterisk where the O's supposed to be. Jon Jones is not in my top 10, pound for pound. I don't rank him because of the failed tests. But I don't believe anybody's going to beat him for a very long time unless he beats himself. That I will also say. My picks for tonight, though, I have Jon Jones over Anthony Smith. No surprise there. I have Ben Askren over Robbie Lawler, but I am very nervous about that fight. Very nervous, to be honest. And then Zabit Magomedsharipov versus Jeremy Stephens. I think that's a super close game as well. I think that is very tough. UFC prelims starting any minute here. And they're telling me I need to activate something on a computer. Come on, just let me go on. I've used this on here. What's the problem, guys? ESPN Plus, get your shit together. Jesus! Visit ESPN.com to activate. Where can I watch the live stream? Somebody commented, Logos Amenti, right here, brother. Right here. So apparently I have to go to ESPN.com/activate. I don't freaking know what the fuck this is all about, but I don't know. It's like, why can't you just keep me signed in, guys? I believe this is on, for those guys, I believe this is on ESPN Plus and ESPN Cable, if I'm not mistaken. And as we get into these bigger streams and we grow more, I used to read all of the comments. I have actually gotten some complaints about that. That it drags things on too long, so I will skim through the most important comments. I definitely appreciate the super chats. All those will always be answered. You guys are the one, everybody supports this channel. The guys that share this on Reddit, the guys that subscribe, you guys that watch everything every week. I couldn't appreciate you more. You guys are awesome. Oh, now why is it making me sign in and pick my provider? Maybe this isn't on. This might not be on ESPN Plus. I think this is on ESPN Regular. So if you're not getting on ESPN Plus, that might be why. I thought they were going to do it on both. It's kind of like, what are people paying extra for? But I do, WTF, I still can't get fights. Yeah, I thought ESPN Plus was going to have the prelims. It looks like this is ESPN Ray. All right, we got Diego Sanchez and Mickey Gall right now, 15 seconds in. ESPN did a horrible job of communicating, but we caught it just in time here. Mickey Gall in the black shorts. Or excuse me, Diego Sanchez in the black shorts, Mickey Gall in the blue. Mickey Gall 2.5-to-1 favorite. Big right hook from Mickey Gall. Another one, Sanchez blocks it. Gall's going to come in here and clinch. This does look beautiful on here, the UFC on ESPN Live. I will give him that. A couple of big right hands here from Mickey Gall. And I have to go for my homie Diego Sanchez. He's big right hands there from Gall's, though. Some of those were in the clinch, short shots. Diego blocked a lot of those. Left hook lands up top for Gall. But just kind of grazing. Gall misses the leg kick there. Sanchez talked about how much better he feels at 170. Nice right hook to the body there for Diego Sanchez. And he's had a couple of wins here recently. He's coming in almost a 3-to-1 underdog. And like I said, representing, I believe he is the only fighter still in the UFC from the first 3 UFC Ultimate Fighters. Nice body kick there from Mickey Gall. And he is from, of course, the original, beat Kenny Florian to win a contract on the original Ultimate Fighter. Nice straight right there from Mickey Gall. He's definitely got the reach advantage tonight. Sanchez ducks underneath the shots of Gall there and clinches up against the fence. Diego did mention he is a small 170, but he said that weight cut was making fighting not fun for him. So he lands a couple nice knees to the body there. As long as he's been doing it, I got to imagine he's really tired of that weight cut. For sure. Oh, and Mickey Gall going for a submission here, and Diego gets on top, transitions over here. That's the thing. You're not going to get Diego Sanchez in an easy submission. He's not CM Punk, and he's not Sage Northcutt either. This guy's seen just about everything there is to see. He seems re-energized recently, and he's trying to pass the guard of Mickey Gall there. Gall pulls the guard back in. Gall fighting furiously. Shots from the bottom here, trying to get back up, and he's back up, but Sanchez still has the clinch. He's landing knees to the back of the legs there, and Sanchez carries him back down to the ground. Gall going for that guillotine. He is famous for that guillotine. He's very good at it. Not something that you get a lot of veteran fighters anymore. Great job of Diego Sanchez to pull out a veteran move to get out of that one and pop back up. Oh, beautiful transitions by both guys here, and Sanchez now taking the back standing of Gall, landing some knees to the body. Gall goes back with an elbow. Sanchez catches one, then moves out of the way. Now turns Gall back into the fence, and Sanchez with another takedown. The nightmare on top. Mickey Gall landing huge elbows from the bottom, though. Pretty much the only strike that works from the bottom, except for that one back fist that elbows to the body there from Sanchez. And those are hurting. Those are full weight elbows to the chest and the body of Mickey Gall, and that is a very underutilized move. And Diego Sanchez is in as good a shape as he's been in a very, very long time. I could not believe he was such a big underdog. And that's one of those things, too. If I could have bet, actually, yes, if I could have bet on anything, I'd have bet Sanchez. I don't think Gall's going to beat him. And they got north-south position right now. Big a hammer fist there from Diego Sanchez, and he transitions to side control. 20 seconds left, and Mickey Gall was already looking up at the clock here a minute ago. And Sanchez going for head and arm choke here. I don't think he has enough time to get it, but he may. Arm triangle here. Oh, and good job of Mickey Gall to remove the wrist of Diego Sanchez and actually land some good elbows off his back. That's going to be the end of the first round. Action-packed first round. This crowd extremely excited here. You can follow along on ESPN Cable. This is UFC 235, Jon Jones versus Anthony Smith on Fights with Friends. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. I see a lot of you have. If you are new to Fights with Friends, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the family. This should be an absolutely incredible night of fights, man. Beast will win by KO with 22 seconds left in fight. Sorry, JDS. Oh, that's fine. I have to vehemently disagree with you again, Arcade Cash. I think JDS, I love Derek Lewis. I think JDS is just an incredibly superior striker. PR says, I say this every Fights of Friends. Today is no different. Tyron Woodley, the GOAT. I've been on the Woodley train for a very long... And Mind for Combat in the house. Diego looking good, bro. Yes, he is. Welcome, Mind for Combat. He's got a great channel over there, growing very quickly out of England. Nice low leg kick there from Diego Sanchez to start this first round. And a big right hook up front. Top. Oh, nice. Left hook to the body and a right hand up top from Sanchez. Lands a couple hooks to the body there, does Diego. I gave Diego the first round. And he clinches now. Up against the fence. He got several good takedowns in that last round. And Hillary 9, I think I was a little late earlier, but round of applause for Hillary 9 and all the donations tonight. Thank you so much. Big left hook and a right hand up top from Mickey Gall. He's starting to bring on some good combinations there. Oh, nice low kick, nice right uppercut there. Lands for Gall and a right hand for Sanchez. Big 1-2 for Gall. He's starting to land some big shots here. Like I said, Sanchez is a small 170. He admits that. Ducks under a big elbow there from Mickey Gall. Oh, big knee from Mickey Gall. Or from Sanchez, excuse me. A big right hands. Gall might be... Oh, and he flips over. Diego Sanchez has the back. He might have the back of Mickey Gall. He's got hooks in and he's slamming hammer fists. Mickey Gall flips over. Gets away from the rear naked choke. Great move there. But Sanchez landing those elbows to the body there. Those are rib breakers. Mind for Combat. Let's get some words out of you. Why don't more guys drop elbows to the body, man? That is, I think that's a legit move. There's a few things that I think are underutilized, but I think elbows to the body on the ground are definitely one of them. And Diego Sanchez on top again, trying to pass the guard of Mickey Gall. Lands an elbow from half guard there. A couple of nice elbows. Mickey Gall trying to fight with elbows from his back. What is going on, BR Longhorn? King of MMA in the house. Hello, gentlemen. Gall was out. I thought he was out too, BR Longhorn. I thought he was done, man. 2:15 left in this second round. Big elbows from the top here from Diego Sanchez as he moves in to side control. Gall throwing those legs up high, though. He has some great submissions. I don't know what the odds makers were thinking on this, though. I think Gall's a little overrated. I'm not sure how you can give him credit for the win over CM Punk after what Mike Jackson did to him. And then, even worse than that, big elbows from Sanchez. Maybe not worse, but he got a lot of credit for that Sage Northcutt fight. More big elbows from Sanchez. And nice, just short elbows. Oh, that's a cut. Those are cutting crossbar elbows with the tip of the elbow. And if Diego Sanchez, and he's in full mount dropping elbows on Mickey Gall. 2.5 to 1 my ass. The nightmare's turning back the clock right now, ladies and gentlemen. And Mickey Gall is having a nightmare right now, I guarantee you, as he looks up at the clock and eats another elbow, another big elbow. He is eating sharp elbows from Diego Sanchez, and now he turns his back at Diego Sanchez, flattening him out, dropping bombs, the referee looking on, looking in close. Shots to the temples, and it's all over! Diego, the Nightmare Sanchez, turns back the clock for one more night. The only fighter left in the UFC from the first 3 seasons of The Ultimate Fighter. And they might say, Mickey, you're so fine. But that was a fine performance from Diego, the Nightmare Sanchez. And he breaks down a little bit in the cage. And man, he looks good right now at 170. He looks very cut. He said for his last fight, he was walking around at 174. He's dropping almost no weight, and he thinks it's working well for him. I think you're going to see more fighters start to adapt that philosophy. I think we're going to start seeing a changing of the guard, guys. The commissions have not done their job to stop these unsafe weight cuts, in my mind. And I think the fighters are starting to take it upon themselves. And maybe the coaches, of course, Jackson there with Diego Sanchez, an original Jackson guy. Jackson and Winkleman, of course, coaching Jon Jones, fighting later tonight. He really looked good. Diego, hashtag legend. That's for CM Punk. Yep. Is he commentating on ESPN? I thought he was just doing pay-per-view. Oh, Kevin. Did I miss something? No problem, Mind for Combat. Thanks for coming on, man. I'm going to look through a few of your guys. What's up, 700 Gabriel in the house? King of MMA. Diego looking good. Yeah. Really? What did Mind for Combat say? My pick as well. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I think Dutch guy will verify this. I think I did say that to him in chat that I would bet on Sanchez. I thought Diego the whole time. And I think that was one of those ones where, you know, the odds makers just read into the hype a little bit too much, and I'm not quite sure why there was that much hype around Mickey Gall. He's still only a couple fights into the UFC. Remember when Gall was supposed to be the future? He could still have a good future, no doubt. But I want to get this interview here from Diego the Nightmare Sanchez, winner in round 2, 4-13 of the second round. A lot of people have talked smack about him. I've been a big fan from the beginning. 31-11, 10 wins by knockout. He was a bit strange in the show, a lot of people said, but you know what? I was a bit strange too.
I had a passion outside of mixed martial arts, and that was anti-aging. That's what I'm going to do after this fighting career is over. I'm going to do the anti-aging game. I'm doing my best.
And he talked about, in recent podcasts, about all the research he's been doing with anti-aging, and he plans on having an entire business around it when he leaves MMA. And I don't know how many of you are watching this, but he looks 10 years younger. I don't know what he's doing there, but I want to know. Most wins in UFC history, Diego Sanchez tied for third with Matt Hughes and Jim Miller. That knee to the solar plexus is what started it all. Another body shot, and then just brutal elbows as you watch in the slow-mo. Incredible hammer fit or hooks on the ground and pound to the backs in the temple of Mickey Gall. Absolutely incredible. What is up, Water Walker? Did you see the interview? Oh, Jesus, man. All right, none of that. Let's be real. The only reason people are going to buy the pay-per-view is to see the great Ben the Funky Askren give an ass whoop to Lawler. Oh, and what is going on? It is the Dutch guy in the house. What is going on, Dutch guy? I think we got to look. I think we got my feedback in your mic. I can hear myself in your mic a little bit. So, man, thanks for coming in. We actually had some different picks in this. I picked Ben Askren. You picked Robbie Lawler.
I picked Lawler, man, but that was the most difficult pick on the card. I was going back and forward between them a long time, but never count out Lawler, man. I think his striking is superior to Askren's.
Oh, Jeremy Swan says he can't hear you.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling, man, to adjust.
Okay. All right. Well, if I can hear you, it seems like they should be able to hear you. Let me look on my properties here too. I have.
Desktop settings, fine.
Yeah. Let me bring. Oh, yeah. Let me bring you up some. I think I brought you down sometimes. Last time because it was too loud. I don't know if maybe one time you used a different microphone, but the settings were way different one time than another. I'm not sure why. Let's try that. Oh, we just said he is too soft. Okay. All right. Testing. Sound test. Dutch guy. Dutch guy, if you can hear me, there is no sound. I cannot hear you at all. So let's try to reconnect. I'm gonna end the call and I'm gonna call you back. We'll try that. All right, what's up, man? You there? Drop my tax return on 2 of those fights. Let's go, my. What's up, Dukes in the house? How are you doing, man? Yeah, that's why I haven't been betting for a while, but they need to make it legal here in the United States. But I'm going to start betting here soon for sure. I'm looking at some sites now. It looks like we can bet in Washington State now, so I just got to get on the good ones. Hoping to get a sponsor. That's the, that would be the ideal thing. And during tax season, part of the UFC 235 covered up here, UFC 235 Fight Companion sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Do not go up against the IRS without somebody having your back. Use that code for 20% off TurboTax. Guys, I just did my tax return and I did so well, I don't even want to talk about it on air because I feel like I'm stealing. That's honestly how good I did. Let's just say I'm getting back about a $3,500 return. And as far as myself, I paid very little taxes. I had a lot of tax write-offs from this business. All right, let's sound test now. All right, let everybody let us know how the Dutch guy sounds. Diego is Mike Tyson. What's up, Trevor McTrev in the house? How are you, my friend? Jeremy Swan, Chris Jackson, Michael Poley. What is up, man? He says still low. Thank you. All right, well let's just go high. I know you like to get high, so. Let's go high, and if it's too high, have you ever been too high?
No, man, not existing too high. One time
I think you might have been too high on New Year's. You were pretty high that day. All right, guys. Let's sound test. Testing.
What's up, guys? Let me know in the comments. I will receive my sound.
All right, everybody give Dutch Guy an update on the sound here. Join multiple sport books. Line shopping can make a huge difference over time on your net results. Thank you, Scott. I was looking at that. That's why I was bringing up on UFC MMA odds. I seen how big of a discrepancy there was from book to book. And it seemed like that, yeah, you would want to hop. That's a great idea because one of them is not, you know, one of them might have a better deal on one fight than the other, but then not on all of them. Dutch Guy, you still there?
I'm still there, man. Testing.
All right. Can you guys hear? Yep, Johnson. Who won? Diego Sanchez, man.
I did.
Yeah.
I think you have to adjust your desktop settings in OBS, man.
I got you way up now. Dutch Guy and his squeaky mouse volume. Usually you're super loud.
Wait. Let me try something here.
Okay. Yeah, usually I have to turn you way down. I am going to turn you up more here. Oh, because you know what? I do have different speakers connected to my computer. I didn't think it was going to make a big difference, but maybe it is. All right, can everyone hear him? Sounds like he's on your phone's speakerphone. All right, let's talk for a while. Say a few things.
What's up, guys? Biggest card of the year, man. Stacked card. Been a long time since we had this good of a card. I think shots will be fired tonight. Let me know. Give me sound update in the comments, guys. I'm still adjusting shit here.
All right, yeah, I think there might be a mic thing on your side. I'm not sure, yeah, because you're usually much louder than that. Ernest says can't hear him at all, barely can hear him. Bear long, can't hear. I can hear, but sounds like he's at the bottom of a well. Okay. All right. We'll work on that. Next fight is coming up here, so I'll be doing some commentating, and then feel free to just come in with sound tests. Alejandro Perez, number 13th, ranked 22-6-1. He is a plus 160 underdog out of Estado de Mexico, Mexico. Close odds tonight, like I was talking about earlier. 17 fighters on this card ranked in the top 15. And most of the ones that aren't bad at all. Cody Stamann ranked number 12, minus 190 favorite out of Sparta, Michigan. These are bantamweights, 135-pounders. He's 17-2. And he is ripped looking. 135-pound division in a little bit of turmoil right now. The action begins. Referee in charge, Chris Tecia.
Favored to beat that man, Alejandro Perez, who comes back at plus 160.
This card is crazy. I'm so excited. Me too, man. My OBS settings. I use the same settings every time. I put them up about as high as I can, man.
Statement acknowledged Perez as being good everywhere, but it called him a basic fighter. Said I'm an absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna put him up even higher. This is should be. Whoa! Big left hook from Stamann here.
That's all I can say, but we'll see how this fight goes.
Yeah, if you mean basic by having awesome.
Number 13 and number 12 ranked in bantamweight. I'm just gonna jack you up to like the frickin' top here.
He's gonna be very careful. And look how calm he is.
All right, 4:20 left here in the first round.
He's got a tight base. His knees turned out to stop the leg kicks. It's almost like he knows what's
All right, man. I'm bringing my audio up to 500 here. I don't know if it goes above that.
Traditional martial arts skills and wrestling.
Let's see what we got here.
He's really unpredictable.
You still on there, Dutch guy?
Techniques off the front leg. He liked to throw that front leg round.
All right, we lost the Dutch guy. I think he might be readjusting. All right. Stamann in the black. Perez in the gray. Oh, nice left hook from the top there from Perez. Not much. I can hear you there. I have my desktop turned up all the way, and I still can't hear you very well. You figure what's that? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to call the fight while you're figuring that out. 3 minutes left here in the first round. Nice left hook there from Perez.
more significant strikes over time versus Stamann for his path to victory. Stamann needs to get some takedowns.
Oh, nice front kick to the body there from Stamann. Stamann gets the takedown, and he's going for a guillotine here. Nice knee, but Perez pops back up and talks a little smack, shucking and jiving. Oh, goes for the body kick. Does Perez. Stamann grab big left hook there from Perez. Straight right and a big left hook. And I think he might have busted Perez's mouth open there, did Stamann. 2:20 left here in the round. Number 12th and 13th ranked bantamweights here. What's up? I heard that. I'm seeing your messages, mine for Compat. Sorry, I'm, oh, you don't have Skype hooked up to OBS or something. Let me see what's... everything on my settings are the same that it always is. There was a OBS update today. I don't think that made any difference though. Oh man, big right hook and a left hand there for Perez. I'm gonna call the fights in between, so if you guys just they can tell you in the comments, so I'm not missing the commentary here, but we'll get this figured out here. Oh, nice left hook on the top there from Stamann. 55 seconds left in the round. And Perez just measuring Stamann, throwing that left out there, lands left hook up top. Nice front kick to the body. 40 seconds left here in the round. Still a lot to come here. Like I said, Perez misses the low leg kick there. A little wide. Stamann not able to capitalize on it. Whoa, and he misses the left hook there. And Stamann's going to shoot down. Big elbows there from Perez.
That's just to create some space for his hips. And he's not able to get it. I think Stamann's going to get him down and keep him there to finish the round in a powerful position here.
Stamann trying to get the take, and he gets Perez down at the end of the round. Perez pops back up, but I think Stamann might have pulled it out there towards the end. Fairly close round. Yeah, I'm playing UFC on another TV in the background. I completely removed UFC from everything. Here we go. All right, what is up, man? All right, I can hear you better. Let's see if everybody else can hear you better. No Dutch guy. I think your stream might be just a little bit behind, Robert. Have anything to do with the additions you made today? Nobody can... Okay, I think it might be just a little... Arcade Chaos caught that 420. I was wondering how long it was going to catch somebody. If you guys, every first round, for I don't know how long, I've been saying 420 left in the first round. I think Arcade Chaos is the first one to catch it. What kind of computer are you using? Commodore 64. No, it's a Dell Octoplex. Hey, I got a new computer today too, but I don't have it hooked up yet, so that's not the problem. Yeah, I heard you. Can you guys hear me there? Left one mic. Stamann's Corner, kind of non-technical advice. Paul Colby just said, sounds great. That sounds like the bottom of a K-hole. So I'm not sure why we're getting different feedback there. Nice front kick to the body from Stamann. Left hook to the body. Oh, big head kick there from Perez. And Stamann counters with a left hook up top. And this is, oh, nice low leg kick from Perez. Stamann comes with a combination there. Misses most of that, though. 4:10 left here in the round. Nice low leg kick there from Stamann. Oh, and a nice front kick to the body. I like how he switches up his leg kicks from right to left. His leg, oh, big right hand. Stamann just goes for it there. Yeah, I think it is an OBS problem. I am not sure why. Big right hook up top there from Stamann. About 25 seconds ahead, says my... can't hear Dutch. Nice side kick to the head there from Stamann, and a side kick to the knee. Big left hook up top there from Stamann. 3:15 left in the round. Nice low leg kick there from Stamann, a body kick and a left hook up top. Oh, nice straight right there from Perez. They exchange hooks there. Nice exchange there in the center of the cage. 2:50 left here in the round. 5 dimes best siders. Mike has it muted or something. I don't. Because I'll show you what I have here. In between rounds, I'll bring it on the screen capture and I'll show you what I have. Stamann going for the takedown here. Nice job, Perez blocking there. Perez reverses it, goes for the single leg. Not really a super exciting fight here, though. Not that these fighters aren't good. I think they're nullifying each other a lot here, though. I'm going to go over to the display capture here. If you guys can see it, let me know when you can see my OBS here. You see my OBS, Dutch guy?
What's up, guys?
Can you see my OBS screen on your screen? Update, hit F5. Oh, Perez goes for spinning back fist, misses there. Everybody should see my OBS right now. You see it now? Okay, let me turn the fight down here. So you see my desktop audio is on. I turn it off, but it is on. Advanced audio properties. I have desktop audio. I have you all the way up at 500.
I think your tracks.
My tracks? I've never done anything with tracks. All right, let's finish the round so we'll make sure that we're calling fights and then come back to this in the next fight if you don't mind. That way people that are waiting for the fight and then we'll come back to it. Stamann going for the takedown here. Perez fighting it off well. Perez landed some nice body shots on Stamann as he goes there, and Stamann gets a takedown for a minute, but Perez pops right back up. 25 seconds left in the round. Nice right hook there from Stamann underneath of the body. From what I've seen so far, I don't see either one of these guys moving too much in the rankings. They're already ranked 13 and 12, right next to each other. So far, it looks like that's probably going to stay about the same. All right, we're in between round here. Mike is not mic'd. I'm not sure what you're saying there. You're echoey. I'm echoey? Am I echoey now? Mike, what do you have for rounds? I have it about a round. I got it 1-1 too. I got it just like Michael Paula. Yes. Yeah, this fight is not exciting. This is one of those fights that, you know, you're glad that everything's not 5 rounds. Thank you, Jeremy Swan. And I have the mic back a little bit, so let me know if I need to get up a little closer to it. I can also turn my mic up a little bit. Weak sauce for sure. Thank you, Paul Colby. Sounds fantastic. Mic is perfect on my stream. Thank you, Peter Ordinary. I'm just feeling bad here because I'm not sure why, but whatever's going on with Dutch Guy's sound, I think it might be on my side. I think it may be something that I can do, but I don't know what's different. So that's a little frustrating, but we'll figure this out. Round 3, Stamann versus Perez. Nice right hand there from Perez. And Perez comes in, catches the kick from Stamann, picks him up in the air and slams him. Beautiful slam there from Perez, and he's going with some old school Donald Cerrone ground and pound ass kickers there. He's just standing there kicking Stamann in the ass, and he lands a straight right as Stamann pops back up there. And these two are back in the center of the cage. If you're looking to sync up at 4:20 left in the round. Oh, big left hand there from Perez. Move speaker, Dutch Guy, closer to the mic. My speaker's built into my computer. So Dutch has the phone upside down. That's funny. Oh, nice left hook up top there from Perez. And, oh, nice right hand there. Dutch Guy says, I think I have it. All right, let's wait till after this fight, though, so we can at least get this called. So, nice left hook up top there from Perez and the left hand of the body there for Stamann. Whoa, Perez throwing the right hand haymaker, misses there. Stamann counters with the left hand. Big right hand to the body for Stamann. That hurt Perez. He's sucking wind after that. And he lands a nice low leg kick after that. But you could tell it looked like it took the wind out of him for a minute. And Stamann shoots to the chest and lands a big left hook upstairs. And he has Perez backpedaling. Oh, big left hook lands for Stamann on the temple. That could have been the biggest shot in the fight up to this point. Nice left hand there for Stamann. Throws the head kick and misses. Perez, I think he could be getting a little tired. I think he could have been affected by that body kick. Oh, nice exchange of left hooks there in the center of the cage, though. Perez, good job of ducking down, landing a left hook afterwards, and getting out of the way of that left hook from Stamann. Good exchange in the center of the cage here. Both men exchanging hooks. 2.5 minutes left in the round. And I have this at a round apiece. This is anybody's fight for sure. Nice low leg kick there from Stamann and a front body kick. Oh, big right hand and a left hook up top from Perez. And I'll tell you what, guys, a couple times I've changed my mind about who I think's going to win this fight. Nice low leg kick there from Perez. Perez came out much more aggressive beginning of this round, but Stamann has sat back and countered well. Perez goes for the overhand right. Stamann moves out of the way. Nice low leg kick there from Perez. Stamann seemed to slow him down with body shots towards the center of the round. Lands another left hook to the body, and now a left hook upstairs. Minute and a half left in the fight. Front kick from Stamann. Perez catches it, lands a low leg kick of his own. Very close third round, and like I said, I have it 1-1. This is going to be a hard one to judge. Oh, and Stamann ducks under the left hook of Perez, going for the takedown here. This is very big. If he gets this takedown, that could be the fight if he's able to do some damage on the ground. Perez going down to one knee, fighting this takedown. I don't think he's done anything to score points on this yet, but Perez has got to pop back up here. Stamann trying to lock Perez's leg with his foot there. Now he's grabbing the ankle. That is a very effective move. Great balance there by Perez to stay up on one knee. But when you have one leg down, and you notice a lot more wrestlers, and they're going to break it, they're going to stand him up. He wasn't seeing enough action. I am okay with that. Big left hook up top from Stamann. Right hand from Perez and a low leg kick from Perez. Oh, they exchanged huge kicks in the center of the cage. Nice front kick there from Stamann and a body kick there from Perez. Jumping body kick. Big exchange. They exchanged big hooks in the center of the cage. Nice front kick. Oh, and a Superman punch from Perez. Spinning back fist misses for Stamann. And good fucking luck judging that one. I don't know if I've ever judged a 3-round fight a draw. But without being able to go back and watch that round and having the time, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now as a draw, to be completely honest. And I'm going to go in here and see. Desktop audio settings. Sorry if I'm talking out loud here, guys. I think this is actually on my side. I just could not figure out what it was. All right, Dutch guy. Let's try this again. If you can hear me, give me a call. Or if not, I'll give you a call. I'll give him a call.
What's up?
What is going on, man?
What is up?
All right, what do we got now, guys?
What's up?
Testing. Jeremy saw. That is close, man. We can hear him now. Yay, we got it. Jeremy Swan says way too loud. Yeah, I had you turned up to like 500. Dutch is in the house. Okay, turn him down. Okay, now I have to turn you down. But we got it now, man. Sweet. All right, just 1 second. Let me turn you down before you blow everybody's eardrums out. I was wondering why we still couldn't hear you at 500. That was, I've never had it that high. All right, here's the official decision. 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. And they have Stamann the winner. That one was a hard one to call. I have a hard time seeing that 30-27, but every round was pretty close. I thought Perez won at least one of those. But I can't argue. I can't argue with the end result. All right, Dutch guy, let's hear some volume now.
What's up, guys? What's up with the fucking OBS sound issues?
I got you on the sound now, man.
I think viewers can hear me also now.
Yeah, yep. They said that they can hear you now. There he is. Yeah, you were a little too loud there for a minute because I had up to 500. But I think it was on my side because when I switched speakers, either when I switched speakers or when I did my update on OBS today, I think it switched to the wrong speakers.
Yeah, that's why I didn't took the update.
Yeah.
Because after every update we have problems, so I leave it. Mikey, can you put your video in Skype on?
Oh, my video on Skype? I cannot because it's on the OBS. You can't have it in 2.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. What's up, Wyatt Matheson in the house? Mike, it's time for your dark horse, my friend. Very quick turnaround for him. Yes, it is. RS is who thinks Johnny Walker's going to win. I have to take him. Like I said, he was my pick at the beginning of the year. But, man, this is, like you said, it's a quick turnaround. And it's a very big step up for him, man. This is a super tough fight. Who do you have in that one, Dutch guy? Misha, Cirkunov, or Johnny Walker?
Yeah, we talked about it last week. And it's a big step up for Walker. But Cirkunov, his chin is not very good. So one power punch from Walker, and it's night-night. But
Cirkunov's got some pretty good wrestling, though.
Yes,
and we have not seen Walker on the ground yet.
I think this fight will not go to the ground. I think Walker knocked him out within the first round.
That was my pick. Was Johnny Walker first round? I heard him on an interview. It was either on MMA Junkie or Luke Thomas. I listened to so much of both of them this week. It's all kind of running together. But I think it was Luke Thomas. And Johnny Walker said he wants to win the light heavyweight strap, and then he wants to take the heavyweight strap. So he's definitely very overzealous, but he seems like a nice guy. What's up, Torren Brown in the house? Jeremy's going to knock out Zabit. And Wyatt Matheson, good to see you in here, man. He said, what's up, Mind for Combat?
Mikey, can you adjust the OBS sound to 180?
Adjust the OBS sound.
180.
Oh, is it too loud?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Oh, okay, I seen that. It's loud now. Thank you, guys. All right, Wyatt Matheson is in the house. Me and Dutch guy were talking before. We're going to have to get me, Dutch, Wyatt, and Mind for Combat on a show sometime, at least to do some picks. I said it's like the international MMA mafia, man. We got Seattle, we got US, we got Amsterdam, we got Canada, and we got England. That's how you network on YouTube.
All right, guys, another sound check. Let me know.
All right, let's see where you're at. Not too loud over here, says Michael. All right, I brung him down some here.
180. Put me on 180.
180. I got you. Let's do this shit. Build this right. Exactly. Mind for Combat. I'm going Mind for Walker Combat because USA #1. Sounds fine, says Billy.
Portugal,
and Portugal, says RS. Yep, exactly. Mike's audio is perfect. Dutch is loud as fuck. Okay. I will go 180. Fook MMA hosts fights with friends of the best pay-by-play on the tube. Well, thank you, Jason Richardson. Very nice. Get Mike to 180. All right. Mike is low or Dutch is high. All right. Well, let's do both of those real quick.
All right. Another test. How is this? How is this?
I didn't bring you down yet. Let me bring you down to 180. And I'll bring myself up just a little bit, and we'll see if we're at the same. Yeah.
I got different updates.
All right. Yeah, I'm super down for a collab. Sweet. That would be perfect. I think it would be awesome to break down like a whole card and everybody talk about who they think's going to win and why they win. I think it gets super interesting, especially when people have different points and they pick different fighters. Not necessarily that it gets, confrontational, but you find out why somebody else is picking another fighter. And I think we can learn from each other there.
All right, guys. Thank you for the update. Let's talk fighting now.
All right. You see this? RS has got a question for you. Who do you have, Jones or Smith?
I have Jones in this one. I think he's more well-rounded, better fighter. He's going to use his reach advantage, and he's going to submit him.
Wyatt, as long as I don't have to sing Welcome to the Askren side. Sorry to interrupt there, but for those of you that didn't see it, props to Wyatt Matheson. That was incredible, man. Wyatt, did you see this Dutch guy? I'm sorry to interrupt there. Wyatt Matheson, with the dreadlocks and everything, singing the band. I don't even know what the song is. It's by a female.
All right, Wyatt, let's put the link on, please, in the chat.
It was hilarious, though. Jones gonna light him up. All right. I think I'm gonna break over to it real quick in between fights, and we can all watch because it's pretty hilarious.
I think Wyatt.
It's only like a minute and a half.
Wyatt gonna put up the link so we can all see it.
All right, Misha Cirkunov, 32 years old, 6'3", 77-inch reach. Johnny Walker, 26, 6'6", and an 82-inch reach. So he will have a 5-inch reach tonight. Just 2 inches short of Jon Jones's reach, one of the biggest reaches in the entire UFC. There's Johnny Walker, 16-3, minus 155. Favorite from Fuck It, Thailand tonight, and I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. I think it's just Fuck It.
Mikey.
And you know what? You asked me who am I going to take it. I'm going to say, you know what? Fuck it, Johnny Walker.
Mikey, you have to refresh. You are 3 minutes behind.
I'm 3 minutes behind.
Refresh.
All right, well, I'm on my Roku here, so I'm... Let me see if it'll go live here. Shit, can I pause or anything?
This is going to be a big test for Johnny Walker because it's a big step up, and let's see where he's made of. I think he will get the W.
Yeah, man, I think so too. But man, this is an amazing fight. All right, here we go. Round 1. Misha Cirkunov versus Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker with a couple of nice feints there. Cirkunov with the feint. Oh, lands a nice leg kick. That hurt Johnny Walker. He caught that front instep of Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker actually switches stance. I think, he switches back now, though. It might have just hit a nerve, or Johnny Walker might have been playing. I'm not sure, but he might have been hurt. Oh, Johnny Walker with the flying knee. He lands a flying knee. Big hammer fist and right hand. It's all over. Johnny Walker knocks out Misha Cirkunov in the first round. And I'm going to call it right here. Before I said he was my dark horse, Johnny Walker will be the light heavyweight champion of the world in the UFC. He's 26 years old. That is the next star. Dana White, stop searching. That is your new star, Johnny Walker.
I think
this is one of the most, don't know if I can remember the last time I have seen somebody come on the scene in such a violent way. And he is hurt. He did get hurt from that leg kick. He's falling down now, and he's actually having a hard time moving. Let's
Total
watch the
fight
replay on this. Oh, is the flying knee right on the chin. Wow. And a big right hand. And you look at Misha's face and he's just like, holy shit. I think he might have been out for a second. And I think that he might have gotten woken back up when he hit the ground. He takes a couple shots, but Misha Cirkunov just literally turns his back in retreat. And that's one of those you want to watch on one of those combat science shows, because I cannot imagine what the pounds per square inch was on that flying knee.
I think Johnny Walker's total fight time in this...
That absolutely amazing, man.
Mike?
Yeah.
I think Johnny Walker's total fight time in his last 3 fights is not over 2 minutes.
Man, it's hard to judge what he's going to do when he faces his adversary because he just takes everybody out so damn fast. How long did that take, Cesar? Did you see the official time? It's like 30 seconds. No, you're right, Atheist for Cause. That's the thing. Nobody can... Light heavyweights don't land flying knees like that with all their weight in it. That's a lighter weight move. This guy's 6'6". He's got the agility of a 170-pounder. Dude, this guy could be the guy to beat Jon Jones if somebody doesn't get him that. And he could beat him quickly. And Ciesa Stoner says, Jon Jones just shit himself.
Thanks for the update, Watty Dog. And thanks for the update, Billy Hughes.
Jon Jones is in the back right now, signing papers to move to heavyweight after tonight. I'm telling you, he does not want any of that heat. Wow. Walker injured his arm in post-fight. Oh, is that what happened when he fell down? It looked like he hurt his leg from a low kick from Misha Cirkunov, but I'm not sure if a nerve got hit or if he was actually faking and trying to draw him in.
I have a few question to the viewers.
Dislocated his shoulder celebrating. Jesus. I guess those Vegas odds weren't that far off after all. You are 36 seconds is the official time, and Joe Rogan is going to interview Mr. Johnny Walker.
I have a question for the viewers.
And Joe Rogan just asked him, did you injure yourself while you were celebrating? He's laughing. 9-fight win streak. He says, oh my God, 4th UFC light heavyweight with 2 finishes in under a minute each. I believe he has 3 now. And yeah, he falls straight down. Oh man, what an idiot move. Joe Rogan says, don't do that again, sir, please. And after a month in between fights, Johnny Walker could be on the shelf for a while after the celebration there. Johnny Walker flops down, dislocates his shoulder after a 36-second dismantling of Misha Cirkunov. And I wasn't sure if I liked Johnny Walker as a person either till I heard him on Luke Thomas. And he seems like a super nice guy. Man, what a brutal knee, though. And he says, I've trained that 1,000 times. And you can tell the timing is just absolutely perfect. The right hands, the hammer fist. This guy has an accuracy on his shots, Dutch guy, of a guy that you just don't see with 3 fights in the UFC.
No, man. He is some special fighter, man.
These guys don't come along very often, and I think Johnny Walker could be one of those guys that we see very little of. Nice suit, by the way. Nobody can see yet, but Dutch guy. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Dutch guy's got a surprise show. He is looking slick.
I have a Mike.
What's
Mike,
that?
I have a question for the viewers.
Yeah.
I want to know from the viewers who Johnny Walker should fight next.
Wow, dislocated shoulder, Robert Kerrigan. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny looks psycho, but he's a real fun jokester. Reminds me of Verdum. He reminds me a lot of Verdum. All right, Dutch guy says, who should Johnny Walker fight next? What's up, Denise Huey in the house? Is it over? That fight's over. Johnny Walker knocked out Misha Cirkunov in 36 seconds. I wasn't sure if I liked Johnny after that first fight either, but I think he just got a little overexcited celebrating.
I like Torren Brown's comment. Johnny Walker versus Thiago Santos. That's a match.
Oh, I guarantee you that's what Jon Jones wants to see right now, because if he gets past Anthony Smith, I don't think he wants either one of those guys right now. And Jones has actually been talking more about going to heavyweight. And with the way Thiago Santos has been looking and the way Johnny Walker looks right now, because it might be a good time for him to think about heavyweight. Might be a strategic move.
No, man. Let him clean out the light heavyweight first.
Oh, but I'm just talking about from him as far as being strategic.
Quincy Pinola also got a good matchup, man. Johnny Walker versus Dominic Reyes. Also a banger.
Yeah, that's another one. Man, I cannot wait to see that guy. And Thiago Santos is one of my favorite fighters to see fight as well.
I see also people say Volkan, but Volkan will not fight for a long time.
He's got no time?
He got no time.
I think Jones beats Santos without much issue. I think he beats Walker too, but it's more dangerous. Man, Walker's... I was saying before this, I didn't want him to fight Misha Cirkunov yet. I thought it was too early. I was pretty nervous about that fight. And he's so athletic. He has the reach. But here's the thing, and I still might be moving ahead. You might be right here, because Jon Jones, he does so many things good. And he's going to have a strategy for somebody that comes out trying to finish somebody that quickly. I think he's going to be able to weather that storm. And then you're going to have to see some more depth to Johnny Walker's game. But, man, that is definitely incredible. Like I said, full screen. Yep. All right. We're gonna bring Dutch guy. Can you? I'm gonna bring your Skype in here in between fights on the video capture. You want to? Can you? I can't see the top of your head. Can you adjust just a little bit on your camera there? Before
oh wait, man. I'm still in my working clothes, man. Don't put me up, please.
All right.
I sit there with the fucking bulletproof vest on.
well, you got a shirt and tie on underneath the bullet. You wear a shirt and tie and a bulletproof vest?
That's company rules, man.
That's pretty badass, honestly. And what about this, guys? Chael Sonnen at the commentary booth with Michael Bisping. Chael Sonnen, of course, was kicked out of the UFC. He wasn't even allowed to commentate after the steroid things. And through the ESPN thing, he found his way back in the back door. That guy always bounces back, man. It's like, I mean, he must have done something good in a past life or something, because he seems to get a lot of chances too. And I like him. I really like Chael Sonnen. I like his podcast. But the guy has had a lot of chances, man. And there's Jon Jones. They're showing him working out in the back. His workouts look pretty impressive. He looked very explosive. I don't think the 8-week turnaround, I don't think this is a big deal because I don't think he expended a lot of energy. He didn't take a lot of damage in the fight against Alexander Gustafsson, and 8 weeks for that much damage. Yeah, it's a quick turnaround, but I don't think it's that bad. I agree with you, Ernest. Johnny not quite ready for Jones, but I think he could definitely get there. Cerrone versus Tony Ferguson, says Torren Brown. That's an interesting fight.
That's also
Sonnen is definitely interesting to listen to. What were you saying, Dutch guy?
That's also an interesting fight.
Yeah, a lot of interesting fights out there. Do you have any trivia questions tonight? Or did you have time to make any?
No, I don't have time to make any, man. Monday, on the Combat Connection stream, we're gonna do some trivia.
All right. Well, trivia questions now. Do you have that link to your picks for anybody that hasn't picked?
Yeah, man. I will put it up for you.
You do that, and I should have your prizes up here, and I'll bring that. Yep, I do.
All right, man. Thanks.
Let's talk about this for a minute. Dutch guy, bringing out the big guns. We're going to be switching over to MMA Newsroom for the main card. Let's transition over. And when you can see the prizes here, you want to talk about these prizes a little bit?
Yeah, man. Let me put up the link first. You can talk the prizes.
Well, I just want that clock, man. I think it would look really good behind me here.
Everybody is aiming for the clock, man. Everybody wants the clock.
Coming up next, man, Jeremy Stephens versus Zabit Magomedsharipov. This is moving. This seems to be moving along very quickly, but it's 6:24. Coming up next, man, Jeremy Stephens versus Zabit Magomedsharipov. So, I mean, you know, the main card usually starts at 7, so it's right on time. It just seems very quick.
Oh, the price is in quick.
So, I mean, you know, the main card usually starts at 7, so it's right on time. It just seems very quick.
Oh, the price is in quick.
So, T-shirts. He's got customized T-shirts, several T-shirts, right? We got the clock, we got the neon sign there. So what is it? 4 prizes?
I don't see the prices, man.
6 prizes.
You have to put the prices up.
This is what you gave me. This is what I have up here. I got shirts, clock.
But they don't showing. They're not showing.
I
Let
think
me
you
refresh.
might be behind on the stream.
I have it.
You're echoing again, Mike.
I have it, man. You see the UFC neon sign on the right top corner. That will be the first prize, and then we have the UFC LED clock. That will be the second prize, and the third and the fourth prize are customized T-shirts, UFC T-shirts. And you can name your favorite fighter, and I will make a one-off UFC shirt for you. That is the third and the fourth prize. So that's it, guys. Put your picks in. I have put the link in the chat, and it's the main card picks. And don't forget the timing.
Let me see what the deal on the echo is. Shouldn't be an echo now. I turn it off. Okay. I want the Flying Khabib shirt. Eagle Bear Smash. All right.
So that's it, guys. Put your picks in for the main card.
Yeah, back to the transition here. Of course, I know all you guys are already subscribed to MMA Newsroom, but you'll have to be, they have to be subscribed to win the those shirts, right? To win the prizes.
Yeah, man, you have to be subscribed.
All right, I think that's completely fair. You're putting out a lot. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of prizes. So.
Yeah, but we have to do some giveaways, man.
Yeah, I think I fixed the echo. I had it on. We put pics in your comment section, Dutch guy. Yeah, Wyatt put it. Yeah, Wyatt put it in there. Nice. I put my pics up. I don't know how many.
Yes, Wyatt, you can use this link, and then you can put
all right, there we go. Section. Hit that link right there to Dutch Guy. Make sure you put in your picks for the main card, and then the fight that's coming up right now, Jeremy Stephens and Zabit Magomedsharipov. So actually, they better. We're gonna have to be quick here. Zabit and Stephens are coming up right now. Better hurry. The city is off. It's about to happen because the fight starts any minute, man. Yeah, Israel was just talking about using feint. Johnny started off just feinting. Yeah, he did. That's why, like I said, I'd like to see some more wrinkles from his game. And I think we're going to see some more. He said in the interview, he says he has jiu-jitsu. He says he's been fighting his whole life. A lot of these Brazilian guys have. So here's the rankings for the featherweight division. Zabit at 13. Right above him at number 12 is the Korean Zombie, Yair Rodriguez, Ricardo Lamas, Josh Emmett, Mirsad Bektek, and Cub Swanson. All in between these two guys. Jeremy Stephens at number 6. But Zabit Magomedsharipov comes in I believe, over a 2-1 favorite, at least what they open up at. What's up, Willie Starr? He says, hey, Money Mike, how you doing, my friend? Wyatt, what's up, bro? We're starting to see some people recognize part of the international mafia here. Like I said, we got the Dutch guy, we got Wyatt, we got Mind for Combat, we got Fights with Friends. It's the Four Horsemen. How's that?
We got all the guys in the house, man. Don't forget to sub Mind for Combat. My friend from London. He's got a great channel also. Put in very good breakdowns, very good predictions, and he's a very knowledgeable guy also. So, guys, don't forget to sub him also. Give him some love.
Robert, I think you will. Robert said he wants to make sure you have XXX for long, fat guys like me.
Also,
go ahead.
Also check out Wyatt Madison. His channel also just started, and check him out. He got a new video, and leave a comment and a thumbs up for the guy. Give him some love, guys. We are all working hard on the channels. So,
well, I'll tell you, this is a lot better than people arguing. There's a lot of beef with people on different channels with Facebook YouTube, all over social media. But for some reason, there's a lot of beef with a lot of guys in MMA too, and I don't understand it. I like the, it's like Joe Rogan says. He keeps, he has these guys on their podcasts, and then they do each other's podcast, and they build a network. I think that's the way to do it.
All right, guys, I got a lot of questions about the sizes. Look, you give me your size, you give me your favorite fighter, and I will make the shirts, man. No problem.
All right, there you go. Any size, any character, Dutch guy's got it on lockdown. And that link I just put up is the video that Wyatt Matheson was talking about. It's definitely worth a watch. It's less than 2 minutes. Gave me a good laugh. Networking for the win, says Michael. Yep. We are stronger together. Zabit submits opponent. You know, I kind of looked at that, Robert Kerrigan, and I thought about that for a little while, but Jeremy Stephens has faced Brian Ortega. He's faced a lot of really tough guys, man. He has not been submitted in over 10 years. I don't see him submitting him. I think Stephens could get the knockout, but my pick was Zabit by decision.
I have Stephens.
That's, like I said, I went back and forth on that one. Stephens could definitely catch him in the first round. And it's kind of nice. We're getting a little bit of time here in between fights here, guys. So this is giving you time to get your picks in. There's some commercials and stuff here. So when I got another trivia question. I got another trivia question after I clean up that mess. Just a second here.
Guys, Ernest Collier and Giuseppe Gambini, you have to put the round and the time also in, man. Thank you for picking. So you have to put the round and the time in.
All right. All right, next trivia question for 1,000 points. They're all 1,000 points here. Mikey just trashed the joint. I had the speaker a little closer than what I thought it was. I said this new monitor, I used to always put my monitor underneath a shelf on my computer, and it's actually too big to fit underneath there, but I'm not complaining. Time's up. Fight is starting, says Bill. Very quickly here. They're coming down. Bones, third round stoppage. Tyron, round 1, 2. You gotta put them on the link, though. All right. Tail of the tape. Jeremy Stephens, 32 years old, 5'9". Zabit, 28 years old, 6'1.5", but he will only have a 2-inch reach advantage. Zabit Magomedsharipov, of course, one of the top prospects coming out of Dagestan right now. Jeremy Stephens, a veteran that's been in there with just about all the top fighters. Thank you again for the link. John. Oh, man. Jon Jones, first round stop. Zabit minus 250 favorites. Out of Dagestan, Russia. Zabit Magomedsharipov. I'm just curious who was you? Zabit. I got enough shirts, thanks though. And Jeremy Little Heathen Stephens, plus 200 underdog. 28-15, fighting out of San Diego, California. I think that's a travesty for him to be that big of an underdog, honestly.
I am glad.
I went back and forth on who I thought was going to win this. Number 6 rated contender, Jeremy Stephens, and this is the main event on the ESPN prelims, guys. And what a great fight for the main event on a prelim. All right, Zabit Magomedsharipov, Jeremy Stephens. Here we go. Zabit in the gray, Jeremy Stephens in the black shorts. A lot of feints so far from Jeremy Stephens. Feints a left there. He's trying. Oh, and Zabit lands a nice low leg kick there. That seemed to kind of surprise Stephens. That was lightning quick. Now Stephens has got the power here. If Magomedsharipov gets off balance with one of those spinning back fists or elbows, Jeremy Stephens could definitely make him pay. Nice straight left there from Zabit. And a straight right there from Stevens and a low leg kick from Jeremy Stevens. I think these guys are very evenly matched. Stevens pumping that jab out there, trying to measure, and he almost got within distance for that right hand. I see what he's doing. Nice low leg kick there from Stevens, and a front kick to the body from Zabit. Another nice low leg kick from Jeremy Stevens. Oh, spinning back fist attempt for Stevens. He misses. And that's kind of what we expected out of Zabit. He lands a nice low leg kick there. But sometimes you get that feeling of electricity in the air, guys. And it's like something, it's like I just felt something. Oh, nice body kick there from Magomedsharipov. And they exchange low leg kicks here. And those that had questions if Joe Rogan would be commentating on ESPN, apparently they talked him into it, at least for the pay-per-view cards. Nice low leg kick there from Jeremy Stevens. Stevens does a very good job of looking one way and hitting another. Big right hand for Stevens. Zabit answers with a left hook up top. Oh, head kick for Zabit. And that grazed Stevens. Stevens wants a firefight, though. He's like, bring it. I only need one shot, bro. Left hook for Stevens. A nice low leg kick. Oh, big low leg kick from Magomedsharipov. And another one. Both of those made Stevens stumble. Those are vicious leg kicks. Low leg kick from Stevens didn't have the same velocity as Zabit's there. 2 minutes left here in this first round. Zabit throws a spinning back fist that misses. Straight left lands for Stevens, and Stevens tags him, lands a straight left and a right hand to the body. Nothing big yet, but he's moving inside. And Zabit throws that spinning back fist again. Stevens blocks it. Beautiful defense there from Jeremy Stevens. You can tell he's been watching tape on Zabit. He's trying to trap him. Good. Oh, big right hand. Right hand grazes for Jeremy Stevens over the top. Minute and a half left in the round. Jeremy Stevens, he's chasing Zabit. He's the aggressor, but he's being smart about it. He moves forward, and then he kind of backs off a little bit. He's not walking in. And Zabit there holds onto the fence and throws a side kick. That's an illegal move. Oh, nice straight left there from Zabit. The referee didn't call it, but you cannot hold onto the fence for any reason. 50 seconds left in this first round. Oh, nice straight left from Zabit. And that one got Jeremy Stevens low. He got the nuts there. Zabit needs to learn the double knee. Groin strike. Oh, Jesus. Boom. In the cojones. Damn. Yeah. That was incredible. Incredibly painful. Ouch. And, of course, he's going to get 5 minutes to recover if he needs it. Luckily, it didn't look like we're going to have a repeat of the Matt Mitrione incident. And definitely not purposeful for Zabit. As Joe mentioned, it looked like, I didn't even think it was going to be a low kick at first. It kind of slid up. Stevens says he's good. I would take a little more time if I were him. But maybe he feels good. Low leg kick again from Zabit. Oh, and a spinning double karate kick. And Zabit Magomedsharipov just goes for the Showtime kick. Jeremy Stevens lands double left-right hooks there. Zabit just flew off the cage for the Showtime kick. He missed it, but how entertaining is this guy? Body kick for Zabit. Right hand to the body for Jeremy Stephens. Stephens coming forward with fury right now. And Zabit showing some of the most incredible striking in the game. Spinning back fist miss for Stephens. Oh, body kick for Zabit, and Stephens blocks it. And we expected an exciting round, and that first round did not disappoint. Zabit Magomedsharipov literally took flight off of the cage. Jeremy Stephens landed some big hooks afterwards. And we got a hell of a fight, guys. Poked him in the eye, too, says Michael. Zabit is so talented. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? Jason has Zabit on the house. How you doing, man? Later rounds, Zabit will take over. Oh, Jason, Zabit always moving. Won't let Stephens plant his feet to land that power shot. He only needs one, though, man. Like I said, I did pick Zabit by decision, but could definitely go either way, man. Who won the round? I gave it to Zabit, but it's very close, man. Stephens landed some hard shots, but Zabit just landed more, and he landed hard shots too. So I think all 3 round judges should probably give it to Zabit. Stephens' kid is going to be born in the black eye. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's great, PR. I love it. Everybody read PR's comment on the prizes. Jesus, show the showtime kick. Oh, and Jeremy Stephens throwing the right hand. Another spinning back fist that misses there. Front kick to the body. Couple of front kicks. Oh, and that one might have went low. That one went, Stephens saying that went low. And Zabit again lands a front kick low. He says, that's your last warning. And Zabit immediately goes back to the front kick to the body, lands a low leg kick. I mean, losing a point in this fight could be catastrophic. Nice right hand, left hook, right hook over the top from Stephens. And Jeremy, oh, spinning heel hook there for Magomedsharipov, a little modified. I mean, he's like got some Bruce Lee shit in there tonight. Nice low leg kick. Magomedsharipov throws from angles you would never expect. Straight right and a left hook lands for Magomed. And a straight right and a left hand lands for Jeremy Stephens. Stephens unorthodox himself as well, but Zabit definitely one of the most creative strikers in the game right now. Lands a nice straight left. Another 1-2 there for Zabit. And his accuracy is stunning right now. 53% to 19 for Jeremy Stephens. Another head kick lands for Zabit. Jeremy Stephens with the low leg kick. And Stephens comes forward. The flurry lands a right hand, left uppercut, and a right hook up top. And Zabit eats it and goes for a spinning back fist of his own. Misses there. Lands a straight left, though. Left hook up top lands for Zabit. Front kick to the body for Zabit and a side kick to the knee. And Joe just mentioned when Zabit gets hurt, he turns it up, and you're seeing that here. Nice straight left there for Zabit. And Stephens stalking, misses a wide right hook. Oh, nice left hand underneath, but Stephens sneaks in a left uppercut. Big left hook to the body for Zabit. That was hard. That might have hurt Stephens. Left hand up top from Zabit. And Zabit going for the takedown, gets the single leg. He's got him down to 1. Stephens pops right back up, but Zabit keeps moving with it, and he gets the takedown. Stephens pops back up again. Jeremy Stephens has very good takedown defense, but you notice Zabit waited a very long time. He gave Jeremy Stephens a lot more to look at before he went for the takedown. Waited till over halfway through the fight to go for it. And now he's leaning on Stephens, dragging him to the ground. And Jeremy Stephens has to feel like he is drowning right now. Throws a nice elbow back. And Zabit slams him down to the ground again. And every time Stephens pops up, Zabit just pulls him right back down to the ground. And that's got to be almost more frustrating than just having somebody lay on you. Stephens stands all the way up. Zabit takes him all the way back down, and he has hooks in. Zabit Magomedsharipov has Stephens back. He has hooks in. Lands a right hand from behind. He's got plenty of time here, a minute and a half left to go for a submission here. Jeremy Stephens grabbing the inside of the wrist of Zabit. Good move there. And here's something that Jeremy Stephens, he's a veteran. You can say this is dirty. Big right hands from Zabit. You can say this is dirty, but when Zabit has his hands underneath Jeremy Stephens, the referee may not be able to see them. At that point, Jeremy Stephens can grab the inside of the glove of Zabit. I'm not saying he's going to, but he could. Oh, big elbows for Zabit. He landed about 3 left hooks and then a couple of big elbows. Jeremy Stephens doing a good job to fight back to half guard here and doing a good job of controlling the wrists of Zabit. Oh, nice elbow here from Zabit. Oh, and Stephens turns the back. 30 seconds left in the round. Plenty of time here for Zabit. Total strikes so far, 41-16 in favor of Zabit Magomedsharipov. And he's landing some big ground and pound here. Big elbow to the side of the head. Running out of time here. But he's stretching Stephens out. This is going to be close. 10 seconds left in the round. Good job of Stephens to move back around to guard. Zabit moves back to side control and lands some vicious elbows. Big right elbow at the end. And they push each other at the end of the round. Jeremy Stephens pushed Zabit first. I couldn't tell if Zabit said something to him or just that he was moving over towards Stephens. It almost looked like Zabit was going to the wrong corner. Jeremy Stephens pushes him away, and Zabit pushes him back at the end of the round. This is exactly how I saw this fight going so far. Yeah, you and me both, Jason. I gotta say, this is kind of what I expected. This is why I was so excited about this fight. Man, Zabit impresses me more and more every time he comes out, though. This guy is absolutely amazing. What's up, Stone Wolf in the house? How you doing? D. Brown, how's it going, man? He says, I thought it was a bit unsportsmanlike. I agree with you. We still got sound on Dutch guy here?
Yeah, man. I'm here.
All right. Just making sure. I figured you weren't talking because of the fight, but I want to make sure we didn't lose you. Who do you think won the first 2 rounds? Real quick.
I think it's 1-0.
I'm sorry, you think what?
I think it's 1-0.
You think it's 1 apiece? All right. I could see how you could have given the first round to Stephens. I did give both rounds to Zabit, and this should be a great 3rd round. Spinning kick misses to the body there for Zabit. And Jeremy Stephens starting to throw more feints. He's trying to set up that big right hand over the top. And it's not that Jeremy Stephens has a low fighter IQ, because he definitely doesn't. And he kind of lands a right hand there. Goes for a spinning left back fist, does Stephens. Magomedsharipov, though, he's very good at studying his opponents and learning where they're going to move. Nice left hook up top from Zabit. And a couple of shots there from Stephens. A couple of short shots. Oh, nice left hook to the body and a left hook upstairs from Jeremy Stephens. Low leg kick for Magomed. And Stephens lands another inside leg kick. Zabit with the left hook there. And Stephens seems to be coming out with a little bit more desperation in this round. He has been aggressive this entire fight, but he seems to have a little more desperation. I think he's not sure how the first 2 rounds went. I think he knows he lost the last one. Nice left hook there from Zabit. And Zabit lands a body kick. Inside leg kick lands for Jeremy Stephens. Nice straight left there from Zabit. And Stephens continuing to chase Zabit. Zabit continuing to counter. This is the kind of fight that Zabit likes to fight. He wants you to move forward so he can counter. But Stephens lands the big 1-2 and a right hook up top. He only needs one shot. Oh, and Zabit shoots down low. Great takedown defense from Stephens. Pops back up and lands a left hook. Zabit lands a straight left. And Jeremy Stephens has a look of tremendous focus on his face. Lands a straight right and a straight left there. Magomedsharipov throws a spinning back fist. Stephens ducks underneath it. And this is a very even round. Dutch guy said he had it a round apiece. So if Stephens pulls this out, nice right hook to the body for Stephens and a knee to the body for Zabit. 1-2 for Zabit and a low leg kick inside. Double jab there from Zabit. Very, very few seconds of inaction. Oh, nice little sneaky left uppercut from Zabit and a left hook over the top from Stephens. Magomedsharipov pulling his shorts up. Stephens not close enough to move in there. Total strikes this round. Stephens 15-8 at this point. And Zabit shoots for the takedown again. And Stephens not even close. Beautiful takedown defense. And even Zabit kind of puts his thumb up like, hey, man, I'm impressed. Straight left there from Zabit. Oh, nice left hook up top from Zabit. But you could tell that Jeremy Stephens impressed Zabit there. Zabit, low leg kick. Another straight left and a left hook up top for Stephens and a straight right. Jeremy Stephens, this is his best round of the fight, I think. He's moved forward the entire time. You're never going to beat this guy on cardio. They both have great cardio. Oh, beautiful exchange in the center of the cage. And this is what Jeremy Stephens wants. Big right hand for Stephens. And he barely, and a big right hand for Zabit. And Stephens smiles like, let's go, motherfucker. Big right hand from Stephens. Nice left hook there. Oh, flying knee to the body for Zabit and a left hook over the top from Jeremy Stephens. Nice low leg kick there from Zabit and a spin kick to the body. Jeremy Stephens talked through the week, big right hand for him, about how he was the underdog his whole life, growing up in a trailer park. Big left hook and a straight right for Jeremy Stephens. He said nobody ever gave him a chance in life. His mom was a druggie. And big exchanges in the center of the cage. These guys are putting on a show. Big right hand for Zabit, left hook for Stephens, big left hook for Zabit, and they are just exchanging power shots in the center of the cage. Zabit shoots, and Jeremy Stephens stops it, lands a couple of hammer fists at the end, and this is going to be a close decision, and what a fight! Fights with friends, family. We were looking forward to that fight, and I think it lived up to everything it was built up to. What a win for ESPN, and what a win for the UFC. Who do you think won that fight, Dutch guy?
I can't tell you, man. That's I think it's a close decision. They're gonna go with Zabit because he is the upcoming man.
I kind of have that feeling too. I've heard a lot more people say that recently. I will compliment the UFC. I feel that Bellator's done that a lot in the past, kind of like giving favorable decisions towards the guy that's growing. I don't feel like UFC has done it as much. I don't really. The only bad decisions I really remember for the most part that I could really put a reason behind it was when you were fighting in other fighters' countries. Jason says Stephens won. I agree with Dutch. Man, that was close, man. It's whoever won that first round. Stephens definitely won the second, or the third, excuse me. Zabit definitely won the second. It's going to come down to that first one. I have a hard time arguing with whoever you give that decision to.
That's a difficult one, man.
All right, here it is, official decision.
Here in Las Vegas. Now we turn it over to Bruce Bumper for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28.
29-28. Yep. Zabit, Magomedsharipov, 29-28 on all three scorecards. That is how I scored it. A lot of booing from the crowd here. I was surprised that it was unanimous.
I was also surprised.
Did you say bullshit?
Yeah, it was not unanimous, man.
But, I mean, I can't say a whole lot because that's how I scored the fight as well, though. Jason, that is a good point, sadly enough. Jason brings up a good and a horrible point. Unfortunately, Jeremy Stevens said that, unfortunately, he had contemplated suicide after the Jose Aldo loss.
Aldo loss, yes.
Jeremy Stevens. If anybody around Jeremy Stevens, I know he's not watching, but if anybody's listening to this, be proud, man. You just fought an absolute war. You're one of the best fighters, one of the most impressive fighters in the UFC, and you give a lot of people hope. That fight could have went either way, and you have nothing. You should be nothing but proud about that performance. Please, anybody that might be watching this that knows anybody close to Jeremy Stevens, please relay that message to him. And Rogan's asking him who he wants next. I think I know what the answer is going to be. I think it's going to be Yair Rodriguez. Well, he might actually. Yair's ranked below him now. Oh, somebody needed to talk to him. That's not the answer. I think Dana likes him because he's going to have a big following in Dagestan, but that's not the answer he wants to hear nowadays. He said anybody in the top 10, he wants to hear an emphatic call out at the end of fights. Who do you think he should fight next? Oh, no. What was that? You know, blow my eardrums out. All right,
what?
Are we switching over?
No, man.
Are we staying here?
You have to put your video on Skype.
What's that?
You have to put your video on Skype so I can capture your video.
Okay. But we're still switching over here in a little while, right?
You have to do one more.
All right, one more fight. Okay, because it's the main card now. All right, we're going to switch over to the main card. For those of you watching on ESPN, we are at the pay-per-view portion, and Jon Jones has arrived. They're showing arrived 6:31 Pacific time, so about 30 minutes ago. 7 first-round finishes. Of course, no real losses in most people's minds for Jon Jones, just the disqualification. Anthony Smith, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's 31-13. He arrived at 6:38, 7 minutes after Jones. There's Tyron Woodley. He has arrived in the building. It's not showing a time here, but he is there. Tyron Woodley will be debuting his song, too, a new song. Wow, and Kamaru Usman, he is dressed for an event. He looks like he's going to the Oscars tonight. That is quite the suit. Kamaru Usman coming in an incredible suit there. And, man, if there were not fights right now, I will tell you I would be watching my #1 Gonzaga right now. Because my next favorite thing to watch next to fighting is Gonzaga basketball. Let's go to the comments, though. I'm going to go back a little ways and address some of you guys as soon as this pay-per-view loads up for me here. We'll see how quickly it starts. Of course, Anthony Lionheart Smith, Jon Jones for the light heavyweight title. Kamaru Usman versus Tyron Woodley for the welterweight title. The debut of Ben Askren against former champion Robbie Lawler. An incredible triple main event, guys. That's how I look at it. Even though Askren and Lawler's only a 3-rounder. Suck it up, Stevens. You're a pro fighter. God bless life. He's been through a lot in his life, though. I got a lot of respect for Jeremy Stephens. Very, very resilient guy. So I'm going to try and adjust my camera a little bit there. I had to move it here now. Like I said, now that I see the setup, I want to move my comments to the right next time.
Still got no video.
But suck it up. Yeah, I hope he's good. I agree. Jeremy is one of the best. Overrated, says Trevi. Who's looking for? Oh, and Tyron Woodley and Kamaru. Let's not forget Cody Garbrandt and Tyson Pedro. That's another great fight. Wow, and Gillespie Gabini, not a big fan of Conair there. I'm not going to repeat that, but fighters make that a mistake of not calling anyone out. Yeah, I agree. I think Zabit will get away with it. I think he's starting a pretty big following in Dagestan, and who knows when Khabib's going to fight next. Jones is a horrible human being. That is why I want to see him get knocked out. This whole card is a main event, says Michael Pauly. Beats of a card. One of the few that bids on Diego Sanchez, but I absolutely did not think Hannah Cyphers was going to win. That's one of the only ones I didn't watch. Put your video. Put your video up. Otherwise, we can switch. My dropping the ball, calling him Tyson Pedro. Yeah, the heavyweight. I'm sorry. That's a heavyweight. Mine says, let's go. All right, Dutch guy, can you hear me?
I hear you, man. I need your video in Skype.
All right, so we're ready to switch over right now?
No, if you don't put your video up, I can switch.
What's that?
I need your video in Skype.
Okay, so I'm gonna end this stream, and then you're gonna see, and then I'll call you back on video Skype, and we'll be over on Dutch Guy. We'll be over on the main newsroom. Let's get the link up here.
No, do one more. I have to adjust it.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, you're not gonna be able to get my video up in Skype until after I'm off OBS.
All right. We switch with the picture then. And then after that, we put the video in.
All right. All right. So, but we can do one more over here. That sounds good. 103 people watching. Thank you, everybody, so much for supporting us here. Please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the Fights of Friends MMA Newsroom family, please give us a subscription here. And we're starting something new here. I'm just trying out the name. If you guys don't like it, but it's I'm calling us the new 4 Horsemen of MMA commentary. We got an international mafia here. MMA. We got the Dutch guy in Amsterdam. We got Wyatt Matheson in Canada. We got Mind for Combat from England, and we got myself from the United States. We just need some Godfather music playing in the background. D. Brown says, we got another Diego supporter year, bro. First boat main card, I have to go for Corey Garbrandt. Redemption is the road video for that matter. I think Cody wins it. I think he gets a knockout. So predict fight of the night. Fight of the night might have been Zabit and Jeremy Stephens there, man. That was a good fight. There's so many that could be. Could be Tyron and Kamaru. Be prepared. I know you guys are educated fight fans. Be prepared, though, for Kamaru and Tyron. Remember, we got two guys that are very technical fighters, very smart. Tyron Woodley, he's got incredible power, but he will take what people give him. And he does not care if the crowd boos him. Kamaru Usman likes to take guys down. He's been called not exciting in the past, including by myself.
Here's an update, Mike, on the scores. I got Wyatt Madison, Mind for Combat, and let me see.
I got Zabit by decision.
Wyatt Madison, Mind for Combat, and yourself, Mike, are in the lead.
All right, so we got the first one down, but that was just the first out of 6 fights, so we got a long ways to go.
Let me see if somebody.
And they're just showing highlights here of all the fighters they're going to be fighting tonight. Mostly the main and co-main event. Jon Jones and Anthony Smith, excuse me. And Tyron Woodley and Kamaru Usman had a staring contest at the weigh-ins. It looked like they were about to get down, and Kamaru Usman with the face paint, and Woodley saying something to him. Kamaru smiled, said something back to him. I think Kamaru Usman had a country painted on his face there.
We got 4 men with a tie. It's also Robert Christian, Zabit by decision.
All right. We are getting there, showing the bantamweight rankings. Cody Garbrandt, of course, number 2. Marlon Moraes, number 1. Pedro Munhoz, he is down at number 9, but he is 17-3. The odds are very close on this. A lot of people give him a good chance. TJ Dillashaw, of course, the champion. We don't know what's going to happen with 125. It seems like it's on the way out, and it seems as if Henry Cejudo will be coming up to 135. When is Dutch Guy starting his stream? We're going to go one more fight, and then you're going to start?
Yeah, man. Okay.
That good? All right. After Munhoz and Garbrandt.
I hope everything works. We go not shit around.
What's that?
I hope everything will work. We're gonna not shit around. If it don't work, we switch back.
All right. Cody Garbrandt versus Pedro Munhoz. Here we go at bantamweight. Another big fight. Like someone who was saying that it's like a main event every fight here.
Yeah, the main card is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's incredible. Definitely cannot complain. Arcade says more and more I look at the UFC is going downhill on the politics, but the divisions are in turmoil, but the fights keep getting better and better, man.
Yeah, what's gonna happen now with the 145 division if Max wins the belt?
I think he vacates. I think he wants to be done at 145, but he doesn't want to say it. I think he's keeping that toe dipped in case something happens, because he's a smart guy, man. He's a smart guy, but he knows he can't make that cut forever. If he beats Dustin Poirier and the UFC treats him like they should, and he thinks he's going to get a title shot, I think he relinquishes 145 fairly quickly. And I believe Marlon Moraes is a pretty big bantamweight, if I'm not mistaken. So if there's a bunch of turmoil with that weight class, I could see him going up and challenging for 145. And I think he could get... I would not be upset with him getting a title shot at either weight. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I think he's... For sure, he deserves it, man.
All right, guys. Pedro on his way down to the cage right now. Pedro Munhoz coming in against the former champion. Very close odds on this. I would have made Cody a little bigger favorite. Cody's got the 2 losses to TJ Dillashaw, but people forget that's his only losses. And this is a guy that won a 5-round decision against Dominic Cruz, a guy who maybe has the best footwork in the history of the UFC. All right, Pedro Munhoz, back-to-back wins. 3rd most finishes in UFC bantamweight history. 4th highest striking rate in UFC bantamweight history with 5 per minute. All right, I see Dutch guy is doing a test stream right now. Says you're
Looks
doing
okay.
a test stream right now?
Yeah, I make some adjustments.
Okay. So if you do more than 3 actions in a 24-hour period, people won't get notifications. I'm just letting everybody else know, but we'll have the link in here. Oh, who the fook is this person? Get the fook out of here.
Billy Hughes, let me know if you hear Mike on my stream. Mike,
Yeah.
test the sound.
What's that?
Test the sound. Talk.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I want to know if Billy Hughes can hear you also.
All right. Oh, good. You had somebody go over and do the test stream. Thank you, Bill. Great idea. Jason says, I took care of it. Thank you, Jason. Sanchez is the last of the Mohicans. Yeah, I've always loved that guy. He's always just kind of had this like martial arts warrior spirit, like training out in the middle of the desert. And, I was kind of that weird kid. I would be training down by the river when I was like 13, 14 with collie sticks and punching and kicking the bag by myself. I was a weirdo. Cody Garbrandt, former UFC bantamweight champion, 2nd most knockdowns in UFC bantamweight history with 8, 9 wins by knockout. I think the only thing possibly holding Cody back tonight is his confidence. What we got to see tonight is if Cody gets tagged, how does he respond? Easy night for Garbrandt, says Askren. What's up, Askren? I hope I'm saying that right. What's up, Grega? Grega in the house. Dry powder. A few more of you guys in here. Mike Pauly, I said something later. Dukes. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Blink. Get the fook out of here. Thank you, Jason. Cody is going to get knocked out. Just watch this turn by Cody Garbrandt, 27 years old, 65.5-inch reach. Pedro Munhoz, 32 years old, 5'6". Garbrandt will have just a half-inch reach advantage. This 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. What's up? Denise says, Cody all the way. What's up, man? Call me Greg. All right. Thank you, Greg. Thanks for coming in, man. Cody for mine, he says. All right. What's up, First Last? Hey, Mike. And there I was, Chief. How you been? I've been doing great, man. The spammers have taken over every YouTube sports channel. I hear you, man. Live Cody's walkout music. And talking about walkout. Oh, here's Pedro Munhoz. Plus 125 underdog. Out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. 17-3. The number 9th ranked bantamweight fighter in the world, Pedro Munhoz. All right, here we go. 11-2 out of Sacramento, California. He is the former undisputed bantamweight champion of the world, fighting out of Sacramento, California. Cody, no love, Garbrandt. Pedro, but he'll probably win. Cody loses 3 straight. I don't think so. But, yes, Cody's chin is suspect. That's the thing. And Mark Goddard is the referee. I think Goddard is one of the best out there right now. We'll see how he responds. We're going to have to see how he responds to getting tagged. And here we go. Cody Garbrandt versus Pedro Munhoz, bantamweight division. Garbrandt moving forward, lands a front kick to the body. Oh, and Munhoz immediately catches the body kick. Oh, Garbrandt throws him down, but Munhoz going for a heel hook here. Wow, that was a wild transition to start the fight, and they are back on their feet in the center of the cage, though. Garbrandt misses a low leg kick there. 4:20 left in the first round. If you're looking to sync up, I'll let you know when I'm at 4 minutes. Nice straight left there from Garbrandt. Oh, misses a side kick. I'm at 4 minutes right now. A lot of filling out. Oh, nice low leg kick from Munhoz, but he leaves himself open for a straight right over the top from Munhoz. He dropped, or from Garbrandt. He dropped his hand. He did it again. Watch Munhoz when he throws that low leg kick. He drops his hand and leaves himself open. That's a natural movement of your body that you have to fight. You have to train that. Oh, and goes for a head kick there, does Munhoz. Misses there, though, but he drops his hand every time he throws those kicks. Oh, nice body kick there from Cody. Switches it up and throws the left body kick there and then goes back to orthodox. 3:15 left in the first round. Nice low leg kick there from Munhoz. A lot of... Oh, nice straight right there from Cody. Cody is changing his stance a lot, back and forth from orthodox to southpaw here. Nice straight right from Cody. Another jab. Cody has very good boxing. Nice left and a right hook there from Cody, and he ate a small shot there from Munhoz. Kept coming. Nice low leg kick there from Munhoz. Everybody's waiting to see what happens when Cody Garbrandt gets tagged, if he does. Will he stand up and take it, or is his chin really suspect? Did Cody have his number? Nice little combination there for Cody. Munhoz blocked most of that, though. Munhoz misses wide with the leg kick and the straight right. Good movement there by Garbrandt to get out of the way. You don't win a 5-round decision with Dominic Cruz without having incredible footwork. I don't care what part of his career. Oh, nice flurry there from Garbrandt. A nice low leg kick lands for Munhoz. I have Cody winning this first round so far. Munhoz throwing a lot of feints here. Oh, nice spin kick to the knee there for Munhoz. Right hand lands for Munhoz. And Cody ate it well. Landed a counter right hook as he came in there. Low leg kick. Cody ducks underneath trying to grab it. You got to be careful grabbing those low leg kicks. You can really leave yourself open. Minute 20 left in the round. And Cody, a lot of movement here. Giving Munhoz a lot to think about. And he goes for a spinning body kick. Munhoz gets out of the way. Munhoz misses the leg kick there. Oh, Munhoz big left hook, and Cody is rocked. Cody is rocked. He just got floored with a left hook. And for those that said Cody's chin was suspect, there you go. Pedro Munhoz gets into the half card of Cody Garbrandt, and we'll see if he can come back, but he was definitely floored. Munhoz with some hammer. Flying knee lands for Cody, and a huge flurry of hooks, and now Munhoz is hurt. Big right hand from Cody, and Cody is in Street Fighter mode. Big right hand. These guys are slugging it out. There is no technique right now, guys. This is rock'em sock'em. Left, right hook for Cody. Right hooks for Munhoz. Both fighters are stunned. Big right hand for Cody. Left hook for Cody. Big shots for Munhoz. Oh, big right hook and a left hook. And Cody's going with a big left. And right hands and hammer fist for Munhoz. And it's all over. Pedro Munhoz, in the firefight of his life, lands a shot with 9 seconds left in the first round. And that is about as big of a flurry of power punches as you are going to see in this sport. And Pedro Munhoz jumps out of the cage and goes over to Dominic Cruz, grabs his hand and says something. I'm not sure if he was complimenting him or he's saying, "You're next." And Pedro Munhoz covered in blood. He got caught with some big shots. And yes, Cody, Cody went down. He landed some huge shots. Munhoz's face is jacked up. And Cody, he just went reckless there. And Pedro decided to do the same thing. That was, oh, wait, we're getting some bad feedback over here, Dutch guy. Blowing my eardrums out for a second. Thank you, Adam. That was exciting, man. Let's watch the replay here. Right hook right on the ear of Cody Garbrandt. And you can tell he has that look. Man, right hand right on, left hook up top. They're showing some big shots there, but that was the right hand right on the chin. That was the third big shot he'd taken in a row. And you can say what you want about Cody Garbrandt's chin, and yes, he proved tonight it definitely can give out on him, but you cannot get hit with that many power shots. Very few guys have the chin to withstand that kind of reckless fighting, and I think that was just as much the case tonight as Cody's chin. That was dumb, Cody, says Michael. Yeah, I don't know, man. What the hell was Cody doing, man? Way too reckless. Yeah, he just went for it, man. I hope Cody isn't suicidal. Well, he looked suicidal in that round. I mean, it was definitely very exciting to watch. I mean, that's what I'm expecting out of Justin Gaethje. Who's Gaethje fighting? Why did I just drop the name? Justin Gaethje's fight coming up, though, against Edson Barbosa. 4:51 of the first round. That is a victory for Pedro Munhoz. And are we ready for a switch, Dutch guy?
I still not have your sound.
You don't have my sound?
I think Billy have to go over to my channel to test the sound.
All right. All right, you let me know when you figure it out. Pedro Munhoz, 18-3, finished 13-18 wins, 5 knockouts, 8 submissions. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, well, back to the drawing board, says Greg. And Pedro Munhoz tied now for second for most finishes in bantamweight history, tied with Uriah Faber. TJ Dillashaw, #1 with 8. It's just too bad Dominic Cruz has had the injuries he's had in his life. I think he possibly could be the best bantamweight ever if he could stay healthy. Jason says Cody's chin is gone. Just won't learn. What a wasted talent. I agree with you, man. Same ending of the TJ fight. Yep. Arcade says Bellator bound. What's up, 700 Gabriel?
Were you surprised that he was willing to exchange with you like that? No, I wasn't surprised at all. I know he's a very emotional fighter. I know he comes for the knockouts every time, so that's why.
And Pedro says, I know he's an emotional fighter. I know he comes for the knockout.
And that's the best opportunity right now. I want to fight for the title. Pedro, this really puts you on the map because you always.
As good as Cody can box, he goes into that Street Fighter mode. If you watch a lot of boxing, you've seen Deontay Wilder do this, especially in the Luis Ortiz fight, where it's like he throws all technique out the window and he just brings a tremendous amount of fury. You know, no call out to Tyson Fury. That wasn't purposeful, actually, but maybe a Freudian slip. Hopefully that fight gets done. But Deontay Wilder does not walk into punches as much. He does not take the punches like that. If you're going to have that wild style where you're throwing power punches, it's like Tyson back in the day. I mean, he had the head movement to go with it. Dutch guy says, Bill and you go over to my channel, see if you can hear Mike. All right, Francis Ngannou, MMA record 13-3 in the crowd. He is sitting next to Henry Cejudo, UFC flyweight champion. I do have Jon for the win. I really don't see Anthony Johnson having much of a path of winning. I agree with Wyatt Matheson. I thought Wyatt Matheson had... it was very funny, but very true. His breakdown. He said, basically, you know, Jon Jones, he's better everywhere. This is not even fun. Get the fuck out of here, Christina Fernandez.
They can hear me and Mike.
I got Tyron Woodley knocking out Kamaru. Teron Brown, I have him finishing him as well. I also have him knocking him out. I think I had it. I don't want Jones to win. A lot of people don't want Jones to win. But that's a different story of if he will. Weili Zhang fighting next. She is on an 18-fight win streak. 18-1. Lost her first fight. Won the 18 after that. But she's definitely got the toughest test of her career tonight with Tecia Torres. And even though Torres is a slight underdog, I'm actually picking Tecia in this fight. Anthony Smith, Mike, you said Johnson. Thank you first. I just want Anthony Johnson to come back so bad. I've been trying to morph Anthony Smith into Rumble Johnson for the entire promotion of this fight. I don't know why I can't get that down. Anthony Smith. Jones getting knocked out be the biggest moment in MMA since Silva getting knocked out. I think it's bigger than that, Jason. I'm gonna call it. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. If Anthony Johnson knocks out Jon Jones tonight, it will be the biggest upset in the history of MMA. It will literally be a Buster Douglas Tyson moment. Nobody gives this guy a chance. The only guy who thinks he's going to win this is Anthony Smith. His trainers don't think he's going to win. His corner doesn't think he's going to win. His wife doesn't think he's going to win. I don't even think his kids think he's going to win. Anthony Smith is the only person that thinks he's going to beat Jon Jones. And at the end of the day, in his heart, you hope that Anthony Smith even believes in himself right now. He said nobody believed in him against Rashad Evans, and he retired him. He said nobody believed in him. They counted him out against Shogun. He finished Shogun. They counted him out against Ozdemir. He beat Ozdemir. I love Zhang. I think she's definitely a great talent coming up. I don't think she wins tonight. I think it's a bit early to be fighting Tecia Torres, but she definitely could. Jones is a cheat as his mentor, Dana White. I love it. Is Woodley the real life owner? Woodley, what's up, Archangel? Woodley's a pimp, man. I've been on the Tyron Woodley train for about as long as I can remember. Middleweight rankings, they're showing right now Israel Adesanya versus Kelvin Gastelum. That's going to be coming up for an interim fight. Then you have Souza, number 3. Somehow Luke Rockhold's ranked number 2 still. Romero at 1. Robert Whittaker, of course, the champion, but he's going to be on the shelf for a while as Kelvin Gastelum and Israel Adesanya fight at the next pay-per-view, UFC 236, for the interim strap. And I learned something today about the interim strap. Those guys, they get pay-per-view points, so there is a point in having it. What's going on here, Dutch guy? What we got a status?
Yeah, I'm still capturing your sound.
What's that?
I'm still capturing your sound.
All right. All right, just give me an update. I think you're gonna. I'm hoping you're gonna get the lion's share of views too. Anyways, because a lot of people are gonna tune in for the last 2 fights, and they're calling their wins right here. Rashad Evans. They're asking me who wins. Jon Jones and Anthony Smith. And Donald Cerrone says it'll be by knockout. Yeah, Rashad Evans says it'll be by tap out. Donald Cerrone says by knockout. And it's good to see Forrest Griffin still on the commentary after all these years with the UFC. For those that are newer fans, I think it's pretty safe to say we would not be watching this sport today if it wasn't for those 2 guys, Stephan Bonner and Forrest Griffin. Tecia Torres versus Weili Zhang up next at strawweight. What's up? Incognito Picogram. I love the name, man. I love it. Get KTFO 3 times in a row the exact same way. Damn, I think Woodley will destroy Kamaru Usman. I knew you were smart, Jason. I got the same thing, man. I just think he does everything better. Maybe except for work off his back. We haven't seen either one of those guys on their back a lot, but I think Tyron's stronger. Anyone ever see Rockhold on that dating show? No, I haven't. But I've heard the women love him. Now, I am very comfortable in my sexuality, but I can see how women would think Luke Rockhold is attractive. He's a good-looking guy. You could definitely see him being a model in life during fighting or after fighting. If Woodley wins tonight, I think he becomes the GOAT of welterweights. I agree, Arcade Chaos. I still think GSP fights Khabib in November, though. I'm sticking to my story. Forrest is cauliflower ear golden years. Technical difficulties over Dutch Guy's channel. All right, well, we'll get it figured out towards the end, or we'll get it figured out for a post-show or whatever. We got to promise him we're going to get him to 1,000. We're going to get him to 1,000 subscribers. We got to get him up there so he can make some money. And I'm trying to get this one to 5,000 subscribers. The goal is May Day, May 1st. So if you're not subscribed, welcome to the Fights with Friends family. I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video or we go live. And yes, I may be biased, but I honestly don't think that there is a more positive, knowledgeable MMA crowd group on YouTube. And that's not thanks to me. That's thanks to just somehow I got lucky. A lot of positive people came together, and I'm very grateful for you guys. You think Woodley would beat Rory McDonald in the rematch? Absolutely. I think he'd destroy him now. I think he's a much different fighter. Feel like Lawler will turn some heads. That's a tough one, Live. What's up, Live 2 King? I don't think I said anything to... what's up, Stravasteco? I really was leaning towards Askren at the end because of Lawler coming off the ACL. And then I went back on SureDog. I was looking, and he's actually been recovering for 17 months. So that should be plenty of time to win, or to recover. Weili Zhang, 18-fight win streak, 10 first-round finishes, finished 16 of 18 wins. She's got 9 knockouts, 7 submissions. One thing I know about the girl that she's fighting tonight, and I've said this over and over again, and I hate to pick on her, but she does not finish fights. Tecia Torres, I mean, I don't even know if she can finish her lunch. That's how much this girl loves decisions. But she has a lot of energy. She scrambles. Somehow she still makes it exciting. And as many tough fighters as she's been in there with before, including a split decision loss to Jessica Andrade, who might be the best in the division right now. Tecia Torres, number 7th, ranked in the division. I think she does pull off the victory tonight. Jason Rockhold is a creep, says Michael. I don't know enough about him personally to be able to comment. Oh, what's up, Dutch guy here? I missed a comment there from Dutch guy. Let me scroll back up. Oh, ready to switch, guys. All right. That lunch joke was called. I know, Michael. I know. All right. We are going to switch over right now. All right, Dutch guy, can you hear me? I don't see you on your Skype. Dutch guy, I don't see you. So maybe he's waiting to switch over. All right, guys, I am going to cut the stream. Let's go over to Dutch guy. Put up the link. Let me put up the link to his channel here real quick, just in case you're not subscribed. Hey, give me 1 second. I'm putting up your link one more time just to make sure everybody comes over. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man.
Okay. Everybody hit Dutch guy. Just call in MMA Newsroom. All right. We are cutting this stream. We are heading over to MMA Newsroom. Stream is cut. Make sure you go over there right now. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see you over on MMA Newsroom. Let's go.